Hey, what's up? Oh, well, eventually, there we go. Hey, what's up, y'all? It's been that kind of day. Welcome back to Heavy Cardboard. I'm your host, Edward.
Kyle. Shrey.
Sarah.
All right, today we got Sankore, designed by Fabio Lopiano. And I'll be honest, I didn't know it had a second designer. Apparently, Mandela Fernandez Grandon, and published by Osprey Games. This copy was provided by Fabio at the Gathering last year. So, yeah. So I think it's a pre-production or advanced production. Anyway, it's the actual thing. So big thanks to Fabio for the review copy, I guess, in a sense. Yeah, it's a big game from a physical standpoint. As far mechanically, it's not as hard as it seems at first. The teach, I'm hoping that my teach will make it seem easier than it kind of is when you're learning it, I think is maybe a terrible way to say it. Anyway, I'm having a rough day, apparently. I can't talk. Good thing I don't have to teach today. So, y'all ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Let's do this. All right. Yeah, go for it, Kyle.
You can take a deep breath. Let me read some words.
Jesus.
The year is 1325. Mansa Musa has just returned from his pilgrimage to Mecca and is determined to see the University of Timbuktu gain the recognition it deserves. You, the master of one of the schools, are gifted gold beyond your imagination and the support of the Mali Empire to bring your school and the university to worldwide renown. By enrolling and graduating your students, teaching classes, adding to your curriculum, and filling the great library with books, you will advance knowledge in different academic disciplines. Once construction of the university is complete, the value that the Empire places on each discipline will be decided, and your academic legacy will be judged. Sounds like me when I graduated college. Can you navigate this fast-changing world of scholarly competition?
All right, so Mansa Musa, apparently richest person in the history of humankind.
And it's not even close.
Right? Like, there's a... Yeah. Anyway, all right, so what is it y'all are looking at? So we have the 4 schools in this game, first off. We have astronomy, which is basically from here all the way over the top part of the board. Then we have theology, we have mathematics, and we have law. Important to note, mathematics is the single most important thing in this game. Please do not neglect it, or you will be punished. Well. All right, then we have graduation tiles up here. We have a favor track up there. And that's pretty much everything here on the main board. Within that, we have the student track down here for each of the 4 disciplines or 4 schools. We'll use those terms interchangeably. We have the library. This here has 2 sides, first off. I'll go ahead and show y'all there. The basic side, which is this one. The advanced side, which is what we're playing with, has 2 sides. There are effectively 6 different levels to be able to, or 6 different shelves to put books on. Where they go matters, and this is going to dictate in-game scoring. So this is extraordinarily important as well. Then up here we have the class tiles, so the advanced classes for each of the 4 disciplines or 4 schools. Again, we have astronomy, theology, mathematics, the most important, and law. Then over here we have our tableau. So technically, this is supposed to be to the left of that board, but, well, to make it fit on screen, we had to make some concessions. So we have our main board here, which has buildings which we're going to be placing out here into the 4 disciplines for the 4 different colors, 4 different disciplines. We have introductory classes, which are the same 4 classes for each of us. They are the smaller tiles, and you can freely place those in any order. So orange could have been here, and blue could have been there or there, so on and so forth. You get the idea. The tile here is just for an example for where the advanced classes are going to go. And then down here at the bottom, or when you have it, when you're playing it over on the right-hand side of your board, we have blocker tiles. We have places for influence markers right here, and then places for books, as well as a holding place for gold, for inspiration, and for salt. All right, so that's everything you're looking at. Then there's a whole bunch of prestige markers. That's it. Thank you. They're prestige, not influence. Prestige are multipliers for endgame points. Again, prestige and books in the library, the single most important things in this game. All right. All right. There's other things that are off camera. There are other prestige tokens. There are books. There are inspiration tiles. There are Sankore tiles. There's a whole bunch of stuff. All right. Now, what is it you're trying to do? So ultimately, what we're going to be doing is taking actions to be able to place Sankore tiles, which are these tiles down here in mathematics, and then depending on which discipline we go into, we're trying to either advance up tracks, gather books, place Sankore tiles, or get additional bonus tiles that are ultimately going to be done, or taking these actions to be able to place books out here in the library, which are going to dictate the scoring of your prestige tiles that you have at the end of the game. So everything that we take in this game is all to be able to gain prestige tokens or tiles, markers, whatever, these things, in the various colors that will score us points based on the multipliers of the books that are here in the library. And then ultimately whoever has the most points wins. So that's kind of a brief overview. Now, how is it that you actually play Sankore? So the game takes place over an indeterminate number of rounds, and whoever the first player marker is, I would put this with someone, but it's so tight we don't have room for it. I'm joking. But whoever has that, they will take their turn entirely. Then this will not move. We're just going to keep going round and round and round, taking their entire turn until the end of the game is triggered. The end of the game is triggered when the 12th Sankore tile is placed. Everybody finishes to where we have the same number of turns, hence why the first player token does not change. And then we will go into final scoring, and from there, whoever has the most points wins. But as I said, everyone's going to take their entire turn on their turn before the next player does anything. So what does that look like? So on your turn, you are going to take any two different main actions, and then you can take any number of bonus actions, and you can do this in any order. It's important to note bonus actions can only be done before or after main actions. You can't do it in the middle of a main action, just like heuristically in just about any other game. So the 5 actions that are available are enroll a student. It's a joke for the misprint, but enroll a student, establish an advanced class, teach a class, graduate a student, exchange a favor. Those are the 5 main actions. And then there are 4 bonus actions that you can take as shown here, which is get you a book, basically promote or get through a class without taking the class. You can change your field of study or complete an objective card. All right? Now, the other side of this player aid is teaching a class. So you can tell from this, the fact that this is the only one with a player aid dedicated to it, that is going to be the most complex action. It's not complex, but it's the most complex. So we're going to go through teaching you all what these actions are, and then we're going to get started. So we'll go ahead and start with enroll, or enrolling a student. So before I do that, though, let me kind of talk about the evolution of actions and how this works. All right? Oh, fine, Fabio. It's not a misprint. That's the British spelling. All right, and Osprey's a British company. It's misprint. It's enroll. I will fight. I will die on this hill, Fabio. No, Fabio's in chat, so I appreciate it. All right. So, talking about the evolution of the actions and how this works. Let me go ahead and show y'all my main board to give you an idea on how this works. Everybody starts with an introductory class, and we're all going to start with one advanced class out here, all right? But to be able to take classes, you have to have a student there. Then the student can take the class, which will then graduate them up to the next level. I shouldn't use the word graduate, because graduating is actually an action that you can take depending on the level of study that student has taken or finished. So you have to enroll a student before you can teach a class, but you've got to have an advanced class before you can teach a class, and they have to take advanced classes before they can graduate. So kind of show how all of these are interconnected, all right? So let's go ahead and talk about enrolling the student. Okay, I'll stop with the joke, but enrolling the student. So I'm going to use the mathematics area as the basis, but all of the 4 areas have the exact same. So you can tell this is mathematics because it has an old school calculator right there, also known as an abacus, but I digress. So all of these tracks are identical between the different disciplines except for the color of what it is. So the color matches the discipline. So this teal, this aqua, this whatever green that you would like to call it, this is mathematics. But it's going to be the same for astronomy, just going to be blue, for theology, yada, yada, yada. All right, so to enroll a student, you're going to take the rightmost student of any of the 4 tracks that are out there. So this one happens to be a law student because that is the color of the student. So you're going to take that student and then you're going to place them over on the beginning of your board or at the bottom, like so. It must go on the matching discipline. So orange to orange. So orange being law, and mathematics, a teal one would have to go here, astronomy, not astrology, and theology. However, if you have a student already there, you cannot take an additional one. So therefore, if I had a student there and wanted to enroll another student, I could not do that straight away. I would have to do a bonus action to get them out of the way beforehand. So that's enrolling a student. Any questions on that? I think it's really simple, really straightforward.
We are enrolled.
We are enrolled. Thank you. I appreciate you.
I'm here for you.
Also notice that when we get there for teaching a class, it's going to have a higher number under it. These go from 1 to 8. And again, these are identical for all the disciplines. When you remove this student specifically or this student specifically, which have that behind it, then at the end of that player's turn, after they've taken all of their actions, we're going to do some intermediate. It's called scoring. It's not really scoring. It's more handing out bonus things for scoring at the end of the game, but it's an intermediate step that will happen at the end of that player's turn. So take a student, place them on your board at the bottom, get ready to rock and roll. Easy enough. So that is enrolling a student. The second option is establishing an advanced class. This is really, really simple. Right. All right. So you'll notice the first thing here is it says you have to have a book to be able to take that class. So if you look at my player board area, you're going to have room for books. So let's say I had a book there. Again, this would be next to your board, but I digress. The color of the book that you're going to pay must match the color of the advanced class that you're going to be taking, all right? Or that you're going to be acquiring. So I have an orange law book. So looking up here at the advanced classes. Now these here will be handed out or drafted at the beginning of the game. So ignore those completely. There will be another one over here that won't have those on it like that. So it'll actually look like this. So there are 5 available tiles for you to take in each of the 4 disciplines. You'll notice the markings on it tells you where that advanced class can go. It can be a 101 or 201 or a graduate level class is kind of how I think of it. So it can go into the bottom, the middle, or the top. These can only go in the top 2 rows, and this singular, can only go in the top. Now, it might be a little hard to see. Now y'all can see it, that this stack has multiple, this stack has multiple. When that one's taken, this one will come off and go there. When this one is taken, it will come off and go there. When this one is taken, only one player can have a graduate class, so there's only one of those. So literally, you pay the matching book and you take any one of those classes, and then you're going to place it over here into the matching area, depending on what level that you took and placed it out there. You do not have to have students ready for that. You don't have to have any students here, 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 or here. However it might be, you do not have to have a advanced class there. I could have placed that there if I wanted, because this one allows me to place it on any of those levels. So you know what? If I'm feeling froggy, don't do that. Go ahead. Yeah, start at least one there at the beginning of the game down there. You get the idea there. So that costs you a book that matches the advanced class, take it, refill immediately after you've taken that class. Easy enough, done.
Where does the book go?
The book, oh, good call. So let's go ahead and talk about the library. So whenever you spend books for whatever reason, they do not go back into the supply. Instead, they go into the library for scoring. So I'm actually going to show you all how both sides work real quick. So on the basic side, it's going to go the far left, either top, middle, or bottom shelf. If it's a well drink, it's up to you. Top shelf drink, whatever it might be. At the end of the game, how this works is whatever color book has the most out there. So let's say it ended up being something along the lines, you know what, let's go there and there. Let's say at the end of the game, the top shelf looks something like that. How this works is 2 of these are going to be worth points and the others will not be worth any points. What has the most there? If it were like this, blue has the most. Blue is going to score 2 points per prestige tile at the end of the game. Then there's a tie for second, which will be worth 1 point. However, which book got to that number first? Orange got to that number first, so therefore orange is going to be worth 1 point. So 2 points, 1 point. It is possible that blue could be in first place here and in there, so therefore blue would be worth 6 points. Every one of their prestige tokens at the end of the game is going to be worth 6 points. But as it is, we're only worried about one row to show you the mechanisms of how this works. But let's say it's like this. Well, there's a tie for first. There's a tie 2-2. Which color got there first? Blue got there first, so therefore blue will score 2 points, and orange will score 1 point. Purple will score 0 points for that row of books. Hopefully that makes sense. And that's pretty simple, I think. On the advanced side, which is what we're going to be playing with, you'll notice that on the bigger shelves, you have 6 shelves where you can place a book. So that example that I showed, I could place it there, 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 or any of those 3. The left side, there's only a first place on both sides. First place here, 2 points. First place here, 1 point. There is no second place for any of these. It's win or go home, basically. So you're going to score based on the 6 shelves, how that works out. So when you place a book, you place it on any of the 6 shelves, and it goes back to the library there. Does that make sense? Is that clear? Any questions on the library? So we've talked about enrolling a student in establishing an advanced class. Let's go and talk about graduating a student, even though we haven't gotten there yet. So every time a student advances, you teach a class, i.e. you go through a class, you're a student in a class. You're going to advance up to the next level, so on and so forth. We haven't talked about how that works, but we don't need to yet. Graduating a student, as you can see, requires a book, just like establishing an advanced class or getting an advanced class. It's going to require a book. What color book? It depends on what color the student is. So orange is law. So if you come out here, once they've taken the 101 classes, the introductory classes, so let's say there, if I choose to, there is the little graduation marker that is right there. I can discard a book. And again, discard a book means where? It means to any of the 6 shelves out there like so. But then I get to take any, or the matching, I should say, that is available. Let's try this again. There we go. Of the graduation tiles. So there are 4 graduation. There's a level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. Depending on where you're student, there is 1 of each for each of the 4 disciplines. So if it's a level 1, I take this. It literally goes on the top of my board right here. Okay, it's a little tight fit, whatever. There. And that student is going to go onto that tile like there. Not necessarily permanently, but he's going to hang out there mostly permanently onto that tile. and that's it. He's gone off into the real world to practice law or mathematics or astronomy or whatever the case may be. In addition, that for every one of those markers, that is the equivalent of a prestige marker at the end of the game. So it's going to be worth between 0 and 9 points at the end of our game. Okay, does that make sense? Is that clear? Yep. So where that student is dictates level 1, level 2, level 3, or if they've taken the what I term the graduate class, then they 4, and that's worth 4 prestige tokens at the end of the game, so on and so forth. So that is graduating a class. Important to note, take a look, requires a book. Just remember, of the same color. All right, easy enough. Now, exchanging a favor. You notice I'm talking about all the simple actions before we get into the big boy action, which is teaching a class. Well, let's go ahead and talk about exchanging a favor. So anytime you see this icon, it means you can exchange a favor. What is that? Well, if you take a look, actually, I'll show you this bigger. It's up here in the top right-hand corner of the board. When you see that icon, you can do one of two things. You can either remove a blocker from your board. So you can see on Sarah's board already, there are blockers. We start with 4 of them in a 4-player game. You literally remove it, it goes back into the supply. Why do you want to remove that? Because you have a finite amount of spaces for prestige tokens. The physical, actual tokens themselves are what slot in there. So if you don't have enough room for it, you cannot take it. It just is wasted. So if you run out of room, then you may want to remove one of those blockers. Or the more likely action that you're going to be taking is adding a blocker. And again, if there are any prestige tokens that are there, I'm sorry, you lose them. Plan better. But you place a blocker, and then you get to take any one of the favor marker or favors. Let's say I've made it up to that space. I can take 2 salt. I can take an advanced class. I can take 2 gold. I can take any one student that's on the far right. I'm sorry, that is any student that is on any of the tracks. I want to take that student. I can do that. That is the only time you are not taking the far right student, like when you enroll in a class, all right? So you can take any book from the supply. You can take a gold or a salt, all right? So you choose any one of those and get whatever that might be. Now, one other thing I want to stress is you'll notice on your player board, you have a holding space for the 3 main resources in this game, which are salt, gold, and inspiration. You can have an unlimited number of each of those resources during your turn. At the end of your turn, you are capped at 4 salt and you are capped at 6 gold. If you have 8 gold, I'm so sorry, you should have spent it. You lose 2, it goes back into the supply. 2, 6, and 4 respectively. Hopefully that makes sense. So that is exchanging a favor. All right, let's go and talk about the main action now. All right, we have gotten a student, we have an advanced class, we're ready to teach a class. So as you can see, there are, it says 4, but really there's 5 steps here. Maybe that's British, that could be a British thing. Pick a class tile with at least 1 student. So step 1, activate the student. Move one of the students onto the class tile. Okay, that seems pretty straightforward. Cool, that will go there. But let's say he's already done this. He's taught a class already and he's there. So we're gonna actually talk about the advanced class because there's more to it than a basic introductory class. So you move him onto the tile. Now, the game recommends, the rulebook does, and I agree, put them up here at the top so you can see the relevant information down here at the bottom. So move them onto the board or onto the tile. Cool. Skill tokens. If you are teaching an advanced class, activate any skill tokens that are matching the class discipline. Okay, what the hell does that mean? All right, so you'll notice This is the orange area, i.e. the law area. Now, you're going to be able to acquire these bonus tokens through various actions, which we're about to cover. But let's say I've already done this from taking actions, and I have a skill token. If I have multiple skill tokens, I get to do all of those that are in the matching color. This is law, so I can do these. I cannot do those. All right? This says, get me a book. Cool. I am not limited to 3 of each book during my turn. At the end of my turn, I am limited there. Okay? All right. So get them on there, activate that. Hey, cool, get a book of any color. So even though this is a law or an orange action, hey, maybe I want to get me a math book, all right, and study some math. All right, cool, I can do that, easy enough. Now, the third action is the student bonus. If the discipline of the student matches the class, gain the student bonus. What the hell does that mean? Orange class, orange student. If that were the case, that is okay. You can absolutely do that. However, the thing that you want right there, you don't get unless the student matches the color. So it probably behooves you to do something along the lines of that. So orange student, orange class, cool, law, good. Now I get to do whatever this is. This says, get me a gold from the supply, and then the level of study or the level of advancement in this class is going to be a +1, which we're about to talk about here in a minute. So whatever that might be, it could be, if this were the graduate class, say, hey, go ahead and get you a prestige token for law. Awesome, fantastic. I will help myself to one of these from the supply. Okay, great. All right, moving on. Only if they match color. Then the fourth thing is perform an area action in the board matching the class discipline. Okay, this is actually the main thing that we're trying to do in the game. So it's orange, it's law. If it's green, it's mathematics. If it's theology, if it's purple, it's theology. If it's blue, it's astronomy. So that is when you actually start interacting with the main board, is this step 4, the key thing in the actual class. Now, it's a law student, so you know what? Let's go ahead and talk about the law area down here. Now, I zoomed in tight. You can't see everything, but honestly, each one of these little classrooms is its own individual thing, and they're not identical. Functionally, they're identical, but the benefits that they give will be different. All right, and the qualifications that you need are going to be different. But let's go ahead and talk about it. So I have a law student. He is taking a law class, so it's going to have to do with these 4. I choose any one of these. So the first thing that I have to do is the level of study that I'm going to be doing in this. So you'll notice, what is the highest number that is visible here? It is a 1. If all of those students were removed, hey, it's a 5. So whatever this number is, there are going to be 3 numbers that you're potentially going to be adding. That is 1. The second one that you're going to be looking at over here on your main board is, are there any modifiers? So this has a +1 on it. So therefore, our base number is 2. And the third thing that you're going to be looking at here is, have you already placed any of these buildings out there? The highest number there, they are not cumulative. So as it is, this is the first time doing this, that is 0. So we have 1 plus 1 gives us 2. But again, just to drive the point home, it could be 2 plus 1 plus 5 gives us 8. So if it's the first time we're doing this, it's either a 2 because 1 and then we have the bonus 1, or 8. I'm going to give examples for both. So whatever that number is, we'll start with the 2 number. The 2 number says, okay, what is the minimum, or what is the any number there or lower? So I could either choose either of these 2 actions here, or I could choose that one, or you can't see it, but there's a 1 and 2 up there. There's a 1 and 2 right there. I can choose any one of those. But let's say, hey, you know what? I'm going to choose this one. I'm going to take the lowest building from my player board here. So that is how you're going to be getting access to higher numbers here. So I take that building, then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to place that building onto there. And these are bonus tiles. So these bonus tiles right here. And then where do I place it? All of these are law, bless you.
Thank you.
You'll notice that on the outside, sort of, they're all on the left side at least. It says it's a law. It's a law tile. But where it goes is on not necessarily the left side, but in the other corner, because this one is on the opposite. I don't know. I'll defer to Ian on this. This says you place it into the theology area on your board. So this is how I'm going to place that building. This comes over here into theology. It does not matter where it goes onto there. If those were already full, I can discard one back to the supply and then replace it with that. So that's how you get those bonus tiles into the respective areas. Easy enough on that, all right? Now, to be able to do that, there is a cost associated, because of course there's a cost associated with it. What is the cost? Depends on where you go. So this one says, hey, you got to pay a gold. If you don't have a gold, you can't go there, and that is the first level. Requires assault, any of those. This one we'll get to is more. So whenever you go there, you get that, easy enough, done. However, if I had a level 8 that I mentioned, I could go to that one or any of these. And obviously, once somebody has placed a building there, you cannot place a build. It's area majority wise, or yeah. So it's a locked out spot. Now you'll note that there is a Sankore tile on any of those. The first player that places one of their buildings that qualifies to do so and places a building there, then is going to get that Sankore tile. You take that tile physically from here, and then you're going to go ahead and place it over here into mathematics. Again, this is the timer for the game. You'll notice that there are 4 randomly placed Sankore tiles that are placed out here at the beginning of the game. If it's you place on the lowest number that is visible. 1 is the lowest number that is visible, so we're going to place that on there. The player that placed that then immediately gets whatever that bonus is that's indicated on that. This bonus happens to say, hey, those bonus tiles that you have for any of the disciplines, run 1 discipline. So whatever that might be. You know what? We'll talk about that in a little bit. So you place that there and it goes face up. It does not go face down to where you can see the prestige marker on the back. So it will go there, done, and that's it. Now, let's go ahead and talk about what it requires to be able to do an advanced study here, the top level for these. It is the what? Supported. Thank you. So it must be supported, and you have to pay a book of any color. It does not have to match. We're in law. It doesn't have to be orange. It shows any. It can be any. What is a supported class? Well, let's go ahead and use this as the example. So before we started teaching this class, this student was right there. In order for this to be supported, it needs to have 2 students to be for an advanced class. So it does not have to be 2 orange students. It could be a student of any color, like so. All right, so a supported class is simply 2 students before that teaching a class happens. So if it looked like this, and then I chose to teach with that student, that is now a supported class. So therefore, provided I had 8 or higher, and I had a book of any color, what? It shows up. It's okay. It's okay. Thank you, though. It's supported, so I can place it. So then placing that Sankore tile over here, doing all of that, I'm allowed to do that. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Is that clear? Is there any question on how teaching a class works for law. Pretty simple, I think. Pay a thing, get a thing, place it on the matching color, and then if it's here, place the Sankore tile and do the bonus. Must be supported, pay whatever it is there. Easy enough. I think we can move on. That is law. All right?
Okay.
So, let's say it's a math class now. Okay? Now, one other thing I want to stress. The color of the tile dictates what action you're doing. So let's say, in lieu of that, for some unknown reason, I chose to do this. That is a mathematics student teaching a law class. So that means they are taking law. The law, the student is this, the class is this. What you do is the class, not the student. Okay? But let's say this were a mathematics class. So now let's go ahead and talk about how mathematics works. So first thing you do is you figure out what is the level of the class. Same thing, 3 numbers, right? It's this, it is those buildings and any additional for the class. Add those 3 numbers. That's your limit on what you can do. Then you place a wall. Where you place the wall, much like over here, matching the number or lower, you place it on any of the matching number wall spaces that are out here. And of course, there's a cost associated. Pay a book. Pay a book. Must be supported, must pay 2 different books. They can be green, they do not have to be. Same with that side. When you place a wall out here, couple of things are going to happen. First things first, you get to choose one of the available Sankore tiles that are out there to take the bonus of whatever that is. So again, activate any one color grouping of bonus tiles that are on your board, any one group, or advance one on the favor track. Hey, you were wondering, how do you actually get bumps? Well, that's how, or one of the ways. Whatever one you choose, you then flip it over, and that does 2 things. Number 1, that means this tile is now going to get awarded at the end of the game as a scoring tile or a scoring prestige for someone. If it is not flipped over, I really want to drive this point home. If it is face up, it will not get handed out at the end of the game. If it's flipped over, it will. So 2 things. It now is available to be handed out at the end of the game and will be handed out at the end of the game, okay? So we've now activated one of those tiles. It is a one-time flip. It will never flip back over. That's used. The second thing that's going to happen now is whoever placed that wall, yellow in this case, is going to get that number of gold that's shown in that column or that row, depending on what where they placed. So that would be 3 gold that goes into my supply. Okay, easy enough. In addition, at the end, we're going to figure out majorities, and we'll talk about that in a little bit, but it's going to be based on the number of walls that intersect with that tile. So, do the action, flip the tile, get gold, that's math. Any questions on that one?
Nope.
Okay, easy enough. Moving on over to theology. Now, theology, much like law, has 4 different areas that are mechanically the same, but they're a little bit different. Same thing, you have the track, figure out your number, add the 3 numbers, they might be 0, whatever, or whatever those numbers are, 1 plus whatever. And that tells you what you qualify for location. Then you place out here, it does have a cost. It's going to be 1 salt, 2 salt, or 3 salt, and must be supported. Take the book. The book goes into your supply, place your building out there just like normal. And if you placed up here, get whatever that is. This is a bonus tile, and the location that it goes into is theology. Easy enough. And if you were the first to place up here, you then are going to place that Sankore tile, again, in the madrasa here in the lowest number, and then activate it, but not flip it because you're the one that's placing it. So it works the exact same. Easy enough on that, okay? However, let's go and talk about this spot up here. That spot specifically says whatever the the student that gets placed here is
from your
board anywhere,
or up here,
or any of the graduates, right? It's any student that's on your board can be placed
and has matched the color that's there.
Right. So
blue.
This one blue, this one orange, this one purple, so on and so forth. So looking over here at mathematics, this is the theology area of mathematics. Okay. When you place here, obviously there will be one of each color maximum, because the only place to do this specifically is for that action there. You take them from your board, you place it over here. Let's go ahead and keep it honest. Let's say it were a blue one. So there, it does not matter which of the four corners that you place on there. And then you were going to get prestige tokens that match the color of the student that was placed there based on the number of prestige tokens that you can see. So there is one that is flipped up, I would get one. If there were four, you would get four of those placed onto your board. Oh shoot, I don't have room. Plan better. But that's how you're going to get prestige tokens from doing that over there on theology. All right? So place, get a book, easy enough on that. Any questions on that? I think that's pretty straightforward. One thing I do want to highlight, actually, I will do that in a minute. Now let's go ahead and talk about astronomy. Astronomy has a track out here, just like all the others. Add up the three numbers, just like all the others. And then you're going to go a moving. You start in Timbuktu, which is way off in BFE. It's really not, because that would be over. Anyway, so you start with your camel there. The number that you have is your movement number. Pretty straightforward on that. Let's say my movement number was, 3. So 3, I can move up to the maximum of what it is. So in this case, I could move 1 and go to that building. I could move 2, go to, or that city, that location, whatever the case may be. But let's say I want to use all 3 of my movement. It's always a up to, and I choose to go to that city right there. To go there, it's going to have a cost associated with it. Pay 1 gold, get 2 salt, and then I'm going to place a tent out there like so. Okay, good, done. However, you'll notice I crossed that little threshold, that little orange reddish line. What that means is the first player to cross that line and place a tent out there, i.e. the building for the astronomy area, they then get to place this token. Where does it go? It goes in the lowest number of mathematics. They activate it, get an inspiration token. Okay, done, easy enough there. If you make it all the way to one of the main cities that are out there, you get 3 options on where to place. You can either place over here, and again, it must be supported and pay a gold. You can get that prestige, or that bonus token, whatever the case may be. You place your tent on it, so on and so forth. Let's go ahead and show the buildings over here on the right, because these are a little bit more involved. It requires 3 gold and must be supported and get a prestige of your choice for any of those. However, it's these 2 spots specifically I would like to point out. This says you may place a wall and get a prestige token of your choice. Well, there's only one place that you get walls from, and you get the walls from the mathematics area on your board. So you would take the lowest value wall piece, and then you come over to mathematics, and you have 2 options on where you place this bonus wall. One player may choose to place there. You get nothing for it directly. You don't get any gold. You don't get to activate a tile, but it does help you break all ties when we get there for the end of game. It is really, really powerful. That's option 1. Option 2 is you can place on any available open spot that you wish. And in that case, you still don't get any of the you do.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
You don't.
Okay,
You
I
never
thought
do.
that's right.
Yep.
You don't get any of the gold. You don't get to flip a tile, but again, helps with tiebreaker, and also higher numbers are better usually in those. So those are your two options. Main spot, unless it's taken. The other one is any of the other available areas out there. So those are the play for astronomy. Go out there, put your building out there, easy enough. Also, if you'll notice on those buildings, they each have a hierarchy on number. That's going to come into play here momentarily, okay? All right, so we've talked about what the 4 main actions are. Let me circle back, because that's been a lot of words since we've covered this. These are the steps for teaching the class. The first 3 are all about on the tile itself that you're teaching, okay? Meaning it's actually this stuff right here. You don't have to look anywhere else but right there, okay? Then step 4 is what we just covered. You're doing the law thing, you're doing the math thing, so on and so forth. And finally, the 5th step, or the second fourth, that one says promote the activated student. Move the activated student to an empty student space above the chosen class tile. Okay. Now, you'll notice you have an option. When the student graduates, so to speak, or gets through that class, they either go left or they go right. If it's this introductory classes out here on the outside, it only goes to the one available spot. Whereas here, they can go to that class or they can go to that class. Their choice. But once they're there, they're there. Except not. So now, let's go ahead and show you the except not. Now, let's talk about the bonus actions. Bonus actions require an inspiration. You discard this, and this is one of the available bonus actions. Or by one, I mean those 3. Okay? So, to do it, you pay a inspiration, and then you take one of those 3 actions. The first one, really simple. Get a book of your color. Place it into the appropriate spot. The second one is test out of a class. The third one is change where the location is within the same level. Okay, testing out of a class. All right, you want to skip a level? You want to skip the 101 or whatever? Hey, I'm going to teach this class. I want to do a support. I want it to be supported, but it's not. Well, to be able to do this, I could discard an inspiration and test out of that class and just basically skip that class completely. You don't get to do any of the stuff. It's as if you just came in, transferred in as a level 2 or a level 3 or level 4, whatever the case may be. That's skipping a class. The third option, as it were, is let's say I had already taken this class and I'd put them there because I plan on putting a mathematics advanced course there. But man, I really want to do a supported class there. Okay, then I can move anywhere within that level over to there, and now I can take that supported class. So again, that is the 3 options for an advanced class, all from paying an inspiration token. The 4th thing you can do, which we haven't even talked about, is complete an objective card. Everybody starts with 4 randomly assigned objective cards. We're just going to look at that one first. They have the requirement or the prerequisite to be able to complete the objective card. Have I met what is up here at the top? So obviously the color has to do with what the actual class is or the actual discipline is. But there, and then at the end of the game, it's going to be the equivalent of 1 prestige. Important to note, anytime you see this here, either from that or from those, you don't actually physically get the tokens. They just count as a token. So the benefit of that is multi benefits. Number 1, it doesn't take up a spot here. Number 2, it's still worth whatever the amount is of what it is. This is 1 mathematic prestige. That is 2 astronomy prestige, so on and so forth. All right. So it's worth 1 point once you've played it, once you've completed it. And finally, the rest of it, the middle and the bottom right, is all the whatever it is, the benefit. Once per turn, I can spend a gold to go ahead and advance my favor up on the track. And again, reminder, the favor track is up here. Also note, at the end of the track, if you get up here, congrats, the end, hard stop. You don't get anything for pinging the end. Notice there's no icon for it. So it's just what it is. So those are the 4 bonus actions. So we've pretty much covered everything in this game except for 2 little parts. And by little, I mean the main things in this game. 2 things we haven't covered. What happens at the end of a player's turn when either of those 2 places are activated, and end of the game. So, enroll a student, establish a class, teach a class, which is all that 4 plus 1 step, graduate the class, and exchange a favor. So, you can take 2 different and as many bonus actions as you qualify for. All right. Now let's go ahead and talk about what happens when those are already gone. Hey, somebody on their turn wants to enroll this student, or they've gotten this student from some action. So what happens at that point, it's easy to forget this. So what we're going to do is the active player is going to physically pick that up and hold that in their hand for the remainder of their turn. Once their turn's over, they're going to be like, wow, why am I holding? Oh, right, this. That's the easiest way to remember it. So what this says is we are going to have what's called a preliminary or a interim scoring, but there's no scoring, so I don't like that. We're just going to have an assignment of gifts is basically what it really is, all right? This says the mathematics part is going to happen. I should back up. When this one is taken, that player may take a favor. Again, either removing or adding one and getting one of the favorite right. Okay. This, though, it says we are going to award the prestige tokens.
The books.
Sorry, we are going to award the books. The books, the prestige is later. Apologies. So look at this. So we are going to award the books. How does that work? Who has the most over here gets this book. Who has the most walls here? In this case, it's yellow. Gets this book. Adds it onto their tableau. Same with that side. Same with that side. If tied, if it were something like this, we're tied. Who has the most or the highest number? Sorry. In this case, 4 is higher than 2 for the location, so therefore Kyle would have thieved this book from me. Okay. But you'll notice there's no walls on any of those spaces. A, play better. But B, then these are going to get awarded to the various locations over on law. Okay? Regardless of what color book, they're going to come over to what's called the overflow areas over here. So this book is going to go over
to the math section.
Sorry, everything's going to the math section. So that will go, that will go, that will go.
And I took that.
And that, exactly. All right. So looking at, there we go. So all those books are now here. How do you get those books, you might ask? And that is when we evaluate.
When you wouldn't do a supported class at that.
Sorry, when you get the top level, you then take everything that is up here for law.
Yep.
Okay? The same is going to work for these areas. Same is going to work for these areas up there in astronomy. Okay? When somebody takes that, then we're going to look, you'll notice this colored area. This colored area for who has the most tents, most buildings out there. If tied, that's where that tiebreaker number comes in. Then that color and so on and so forth, okay? All right, getting back to mathematics now. We will have awarded all that. We know that because we will have been holding that. And then finally, when we get this, this is going to be the prestige markers are going to get awarded the exact same way as the books did. And if there aren't any over there, it will go over into the overflow where? Into their appropriate area.
this token, when we do this, the last thing you do, say, oh, why am I holding this? It also goes to the overflow area.
Correct. So, yeah, that physical token will go there, as well as...
Anything not awarded.
There you go. Okay? All right. So now, I do need the rule book to go over how scoring works. All right. Right, there we go. All right. So, first thing that's going to happen is we're going to resolve majority scoring, any remaining. So, let's say math ended up at the end of the game, because it's when the 12th one gets placed here, we finish the same number of turns. So, if I'm the first player and I triggered it, everybody else will get one more turn. I will not, because we will finish that round. And then we're going to award any other of these things that have not happened on the board. This one will have already happened, you can tell, because number 6 is already gone. But this one is not. So in that case, we are then going to award all of those tokens. And if not, it will go over, kind of moot, but it will go over to the law area for overflow. The same will go for that area, for that area, for that area. We will do that for each of the 4 disciplines. Then we're going to assign Madras Prestige. So let me go ahead and set up some situations just to give an idea, like, yeah, that's fine. And let's say it's that. There. Yeah, good enough. Let's say it's just like that. Obviously, it will have been filled when we do this. We're going to go through, and apparently I am just crushing it here, out here. All right, and let's say that's like that, and yeah, there. All these are filled, but we're just going to look at these. We're then going to award any ones that are flipped to their prestige side, meaning this one, and this one do not get awarded. They will stay there. Just took them off for a visual. So now, who has majority? Well, you look at the intersection of that tile. Nothing there, nothing there, nothing there. Hey, yellow has it. Yellow literally will get this and just add it over here into their area, and that's worth 1 prestige. Now, the next one is, we're looking at this one. I'm going, yeah, I will get that as well, because I have 2 versus 0. So if it, better yet, one more. I was on the wrong level. There. We look at this. There are 2 yellow. There are 2 red. However, the ultimate tiebreaker comes to that, meaning red's going to get it. Now, if red wasn't there, we then would look at who has the highest number. Highest number is 8 of all of these that are out there, so red would have gotten it either way, but just to drive that point home. So red would get that one, and then red would also get that one because he has this, which counts for tiebreakers for those rows and columns. Then we're going to look at a library. 2 points for whichever has the most there. 1 point for whatever has the most there. Count up. Do your multiplying. So whatever it is. So in this case, orange would be worth 3 points. Every one of my 3 or my orange prestige would be worth 3. Whoever has the most points wins. That's Sankore.
Yeah. You could also get.
Oh right. Yeah. Good call.
Get over there.
Also on your board, there are a number of places that you're going to get scoring from. These are worth a prestige, but you also get, when you eclipse, when you place that top one, you also get one of these, which is another prestige, but isn't a physical marker like these are.
That's placed in Sankore.
Yeah.
Sorry, placing that out in the Sankore, but when you place it, you're going to actually get one as well. There you go. That's it. Woo! It sounds like a lot, and it is a lot, but it actually makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Once you get going. I want to drive this point home. This is the key spot in the game. Ignore mathematics and you will lose. Hard stop.
Agreed.
Also,
Sounds like a challenge.
I do find it interesting. I don't know if Fabio did this on purpose or not, but he's in chat. He can tell us. Mathematics trumps everything in the world. Mathematics is more important than astronomy. It's more important than law. It's more important than theology. I don't know if you meant to say that, but it clearly, mathematics drives everything in this game. Now give us an hour to reset up the board. Sorry about that. Okay. I'll bring up cameras as well. And by cameras, I mean tiny little cameras. There we go.
Yeah, the
Just
supply.
And the order of these does not really matter. I am trying. I think
Edward,
it was
you
like
did
this.
not talk about this little circle. And
Oh, I meant to. I
It's just
did. You
helpful.
no,
It's
no, no.
super helpful.
It really is, and I meant to talk about it. Good call. I wanted to talk about astronomy first, but yeah, let's go ahead and talk about this. So, what this is a nice little reminder of what do I get, what do I need. Okay. So, here in astronomy, you need gold because you're going to be paying gold for it. Okay, and it will get you salt. You're going to need salt for theology, and it will get you books. You're going to need books for math, and then it will get you gold. So this is a nice handy-dandy little reminder for those three. Notice none of those touch on law, because law, you need everything.
Yep.
So there we go. And yes, like Alyssa said, ignore math and lose, just like real life. And Fabio says, well, I do have a maths background myself, so there might have been an unconscious bias. All right, fair enough.
Yay,
And I have
math.
that law token in your player.
Yes,
That
and
goes
that will go out
just
there.
That goes back over here. Take
Okay.
your crown while you're there,
Okay.
And the 2 walls.
and your 2 walls,
You sure you all don't want me to keep that?
and your
Sure.
trading posts, and your camel.
Oh, one other thing I did not mention. I apologize. When you establish a trading post, which is a tent out here in the area, you can either leave your camel there or have it go home to Timbuktu and start again. If you make it to one of these, you must go back to Timbuktu. Only one movement to go to Cairo. No. Once you've established, you have to go back to Timbuktu. All right? All right. Staring physicist disapproval. But physicists, that's math. I mean, that's how that works. Right? I mean, it's based in math.
You also have a gold bonus in the purple area.
Where?
On your board, skill tile.
Oh, right there. Oh, fine. Wow, y'all are sticklers.
Take
man.
him down. You need it.
Cheater.
All right. Look, just making sure. Book. Well, I didn't mess with any of those.
No, we mostly
There.
just touched these, which
Yeah.
we just reset.
Yep.
Okay, I think that's good. All right. So we need to randomize turn order. These are random and secret until they're revealed. Yeah. You can draft those. You can do that however you want. And finally, once we determine player order, we will then choose.
So precarious over the board.
Yeah, it is.
Especially this board,
Yeah.
especially this deck.
We'll go with that one. Queen.
Oh,
Okay. All right. So Sarah is the starting player
pressure.
for the remainder of the game.
All right.
We'll just let that live there. All right. And I forget, is it in reverse turn order or turn order? For
Drafting is
Drafting?
reverse.
are you sure?
Oh, no, you're right. It's turn order. It is turn order.
I love you guys. Starting with the first player and proceeding clockwise. So, Sarah is going to choose the starting class tile of her choice. Hold on one second. Now, the students are matching the color. However, the books you get one of each and randomly place it out there, and then you get that tile. And those were random as well. It could have been any of the basic ones, and it's just there you go. As soon as those are taken, all 4 of them, we're gonna then refill it with another spot, so there's 5 of each. That said, Sarah, what you got?
I've got math.
I hear it's important. If you didn't, I was gonna.
Yep.
They keep saying it.
I mean, all of these are great to start with, I think.
That +2 is kind of tempting.
Working through my thought process, getting a mathematics book, not terrible.
Yep.
Not bad
It's
at all.
just a +1 though. but that's-
Well, no, I'm saying for my option.
Oh, for you.
So getting the math book plus get a book of any color, nice. But getting the +2s, that feels pretty good, and getting
Yeah.
bonus it, like, that's... I think I like... Let me go ahead and get the astronomy tile. Yeah, I guess. All right.
Oh.
Well done. All right. So, also, you can juggle these. You can put them in any order that you want those to be in.
I'll take theology, Shrey, if you wouldn't mind.
Hey, Shrey. Hey, good choice.
guess
All right.
I
Now,
will.
peel off the top ones, if y'all would, up there for the extra. There we go. So, any of those 5 of each of the disciplines are available now. So, you get your book, you put it there, you get your student.
There was a couple notes in chat, some small
Yeah.
things. This wall section, the special one you get from the astronomy area, only tie breaks in these 2 rows. Otherwise, the tiebreaker is still as normal.
Ah, fair enough.
Based on value. If we're tied 2-2, who's got the best number?
Yep.
And then the camel only returns at the beginning of the action, not at the end, unless you established a trading post in a port. So if you were out here, you set that trading post. You don't go back now.
Right, you decide at the beginning of the
Yeah,
turn.
you get a little bit more
of the
choice.
action.
You could
Yeah.
choose to stay
Fair
there
enough.
or
Yep.
go back. Otherwise, pretty good.
Unless you're in one of the main cities.
Yeah,
the
and in
coastal
which case
cities,
you
then
immediately
you go back.
ship
Right.
home.
All right, Sarah, it's your honor.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, I probably ought to look at these.
Okay. Well,
You want to give them back their other reference card?
Oh yeah,
You're
sorry.
welcome to deny
Yep.
it to them. That would benefit this half of the table.
It would. Sorry about that. Yeah, there you go.
yeah, that's all right. Yeah, tough call. Okay.
That was dumb.
Big-
That's all right. Handicapped myself. No worries. Glad you can make it, Fabio. Thanks. Actually, let me fix this. What you thinking?
I'm thinking. I'm kind of torn between going ahead and teaching a first class and establishing another advanced class.
So you get 2 actions. Your choice.
They got to be different.
They must. So
Yeah.
you can't.
Double teach.
You're going to want to teach
yeah.
every turn, probably. And so you're going to want to teach as much as possible, and it's going to be. You're motivated to teach every turn. You want to do it twice. You can't. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think we found that most of us taught like maybe all but one.
Yeah.
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 You should be
Time.
teaching. Yeah.
But what do I want to do
Oh,
first? guess
shoot.
it doesn't
I
really
did.
matter.
It did. Go ahead. Keep going, sir.
Okay.
There we go.
All right. Well, I'm gonna just start this guy moving. So
Teaching the class.
teach a math class.
Okay. So step 1.
So step 1, move the student to the class tile.
Step 2.
Activate any skill tokens, which is too
Have
early
none.
for that, and gain the bonus. Oh, so I get to move this, right?
Yep.
Yep.
There you go. Yep.
All right, and perform the action on the board.
So what's your value?
Paying a book.
Huh?
Paying a book for the privilege and the value. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So she's teaching a mathematics class.
Yeah.
So, to place a wall, you got to pay a book. Obviously, it's not supported, so she's not going to do that. Her total number is 1 plus 0. So here, hold on. Let's walk people through it. So it's 1 for that, plus 0,
Right.
plus no other bonus. She has a bonus on that one, but she's teaching that class. So her total is 1. So meaning she has 2 options on where to place the wall, either there or there.
Yep. I'm gonna start off down there.
Paying a book to do so, so that will go
The
out.
book, and that's top shelf right there.
Okay,
Right.
top shelf astronomy.
Yes.
So now she gets 1 of those to activate, which means she gets to advance on the favor track. So whichever one she chooses, she's going up the favor track.
I'm gonna do teal.
Okay,
And then it will flip.
and now that will definitely be awarded at the end of the game.
And 2 gold.
And because 1, 2.
You've got, yeah. Thank you.
Here we go.
Nice.
Okay, fabulous.
That is teaching the class. That's
That
one of the
was
2
my
actions.
One
You know what?
action.
at least early. Go ahead. You're
Yeah,
good.
that's fine.
Okay. All right. And then. Oh yeah, I spent my book, so I guess I'm not getting a class. I think I will enroll a student.
All right. So can't do that a second time like so. So enrolling a student. Which student area? Like.
I'm gonna snag this orange right here.
All right. Has to go from the far right of any of the 4 disciplines. It must go onto the bottom row. In the last step, you forgot over on your board for teaching the class.
And it's going up there.
There we go. Done. That's both your actions. You've enrolled. Done. All right. My turn. Well, astronomy is definitely going to happen. We currently only have a level of... Yeah, right. It's 1 now. It'll be 3. That's why I didn't want to do that. Yeah, it might not be astronomy, actually. It could be a math class. I hear that's important.
So they say.
Be 2 level.
It would. Get. So, I currently have an astronomy student. The astronomy student, it would be a 2 level, which means I could go to that basically any of the first level spots. Not super great, not really what I want to do. I could get an orange or I could get a teal. I cannot get a theology student, so I cannot teach a theology class. That is not even something that it is possible for me to do. But since it makes sense to go ahead and enroll that student first, there. So I have taken the student, we're good to go there. Now the question is, I think it makes sense because that is now at a 2 to go ahead and do the mathematics class. So I will teach that class. So again, walking through this, move a student onto the class. Okay, done. There, it's a introductory class. I have no skill tokens, and there is a student bonus, which means I get to advance on the favor track, just like what Sarah did. So yellow will move up 1 on that. Then do the actual action, which is mathematics, just like what Sarah did. It's going to cost me a theology book. And the question is, how involved in theology do I think I might be? You know what? This might be foreshadowing, but we're going to put that over on the right-hand side, so that is a 1 point thing there. So I paid the book. I then am going to go ahead and, paid the book there. Take the lowermost building, the wall, it is a 2. So I have 2 options. I either can go here or
3 gold, 2 gold.
there. Well, there's more than that, right?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Because if I go here, I now have the tiebreaker over Sarah currently for walls because 2v1 space-wise, right? It will flip that, but that's a theology marker, and we've already established I probably am not going to go terribly heavy into theology. So I like it, but I think I will go there because I'm going to actually be able to get that, which is flipping, getting up 1 more step. But also, it's an astronomy tile, Sankore tile, that will definitely be handed out. And because I started with that, kind of gives me a leg up. It kind of makes sense to go ahead and do that. And it's going to get me 3 gold versus 2 gold. So that seems like a decent thing. So there's my 3 gold. And the last thing, I've done that. I've done the area action. Promote the student. Okay. So where do I want to go now? Interestingly enough, I think it's a little early to worry about a supported class to be able to make it to any of those. I guess theoretically I could probably make it to one of those, but I think that student will actually go over there, which is okay. The class hasn't been established yet, but we'll get there. That is my 2 actions. I am not taking any bonus actions. The turn.
Just a quick note on
Sure.
skill tokens.
Yeah.
I think it wouldn't apply for the first level. It only applies for advanced
It
classes.
it does. So if you were teaching an advanced class, that's an important note there. All right, Kyle, you're up, dude.
So we're correct to skip it, but not because we need to. Simply,
Yes.
it's just not there.
Yeah.
I think my first action, I will enroll a student. I'm going
Okay.
to take this mathematics student from the law area. He doesn't belong over there.
He was confused.
He was confused, and I will enroll him there. And then I'm true to form. I'm going to teach.
Which?
I'm going to teach my theology class.
All right. So coming over here to theology, I just realized I got to fix law, but go ahead. Go and walk us through it.
So I get to. There's no skill tokens. I've put the student on the thing. I am matching the student color, so red will advance my favorite token.
So it's there, so it goes there, and there we go.
I will do the area action, which my value is just 1 because of that there. Nothing from my board, no bonus from my tile or anything else. So I will take this tiny little mosque, and I have 2 choices for 1, both of which are up there. I'm going to take that one.
And pay
And
us
I
up.
pay my 1 salt. And I will put that in my personal collection. And then this guy will float up underneath my advanced theology class.
And that is both your actions. So
Done and done.
If y'all will give me just half a second, talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah. No, so it's thankfully what I want to do is still available, which is good. I'll be able to take the student I need. But getting the books out of the theology is useful. For sure.
And Shrey.
All right, so I'm going to enroll
Which one do you want?
a
Astronomy?
astronomy student
Okay,
from the astronomy area,
sure.
and then I'm going to run that astronomy student.
Okay, so you're going to teach class.
Teach a class.
Okay.
So first I will push up here.
Yep. All right, so your score is currently 12.
3.
So
And yep.
coming over there, go for it. What you got? Show your work.
So for 3, I'm going to move my camel 3 steps, three values. So 1 through that, and then 2 through this.
Huh,
there.
it's almost like I've seen this before.
Yeah.
This is weird. Okay, yeah.
And then it's going to require me to pay a gold.
Yep.
So I'll pay a gold.
Get 2 salts.
Get 2 salts. Thank you. And put out a tent. The lowest
Trading post.
Trading post is up there.
Tent.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then because I'm the first to cross this boundary, this goes out and I get an inspiration token.
Yep, that will go just there on the 1.
Eureka!
1/12 of the way.
And my student gets promoted to there, and then
What, already? Seriously?
What?
have at least 2
Put
inspiration.
it above your board if you would.
here?
There you go, yeah. So
It
we can
says
see it there.
have at least 2 inspirations in storage, which I have 2 inspiration in
Wow.
storage.
He does,
All right.
okay.
And it counts as a orange prestige at the end of the game.
Okay, and
All
what-
prestige.
what
And then
is it?
once per round, I can contribute 2 different books to the library to gain a theology prestige.
Okay, which you obviously
Theology,
cannot
so-
do
Wow.
currently.
Right. So obviously, it's interesting that it's a theology prestige. It doesn't match the orange that it's for, but that's
Lets you diversify.
yeah.
So when he uses it, you just put the little Votes for Women X
Yep.
on it to show that
All
it's
right,
been
I
used.
am
All right,
done.
good. Back to Sarah. So we just continue whipping around.
Yep.
So we've already placed 1 out here. So when we've placed 12, that's the timer
Yeah,
of the
I
game.
mean, it's interesting that there are 12 of these tokens on the 4 different areas. There's 4 in each of the. There's
There's more-
in the 3 different in the 3 different areas that are not math because there aren't
Right.
any of those in math. So
Well,
that's-
the 4 start
Yeah,
on
yes,
the board,
right,
right?
so that's-
But there are ways to get more,
There are more,
so it's
yes.
not when all of these are out there.
Okay, I'm gonna enroll a student. I'm gonna grab
Astronomy.
that guy, the astronomy guy.
And
He is going over there, but then I am going to teach you a law class.
all right,
All right. So
step
that
1.
one is going up there. Thank you. Yep.
All right, so you got law. What is your count? It is 3
Count is
here.
3. I have
And-
nothing else.
Okay, so it's 3. All right.
It's 3.
So your options. anything here, those two, and any of the bottom row except for that, basically, is what that is.
Yep.
And why do you want the skill token also? Is the
But yeah, I think I want a skill token.
And which one do you want to assign to?
Yeah.
Yeah, tough call. I'm gonna do that for the astronomy, and I think I'm actually gonna go. I want this skill token.
Okay.
It's kind of nice. So even though it's a 1, I want that skill token. All right, so that's going into the blue.
And to be clear, again, it's going right, exactly, into astronomy.
Cost of gold.
And it costs a gold.
Keep it over there.
So cost the gold goes into astronomy. That's done. Okay.
Okay. And then that person is going up there,
Wow.
and that is my turn.
That's both. Okay. So if that's actually really kind of interesting. That would be 5, 2, 5. I really got to look at what these are. You're fine, Lincoln. Can't do that. Yeah, and if there's one thing that I didn't explicitly say, I did for the first level. If a spot's taken, no two students can share the same spot. So for instance, if I were to get another mathematics student and then have him take this class, he would have to go there. He cannot go there or any other spot.
I suppose you could spend an inspiration token to move that guy.
To
out of the
move
way.
him, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, that doesn't seem terrible. I'm tempted. There is.
Yes, you could actually get that inspiration token if you wanted to.
You know what? I think we will take another math student. So I will enroll a student. That's 1. And that's 6. 2, 4. Oh, that's so good. Oh, I like that. Yeah, let's have some fun.
We weren't already?
So I'm going to use this inspiration as a bonus action here. And I'm going to just test out.
Promote, I think. That's what-
Promote
yeah.
technically, but I mean the modern terms. So skip
Your
a
SATs,
class.
You know, you come in.
Right, exactly. He skips a class. So now, as my main action, or my second action, sorry, he's going to teach a class. So he's going to teach an astronomy class. So the teaching of the astronomy, what's my count? My count is 4 plus 2 plus 0. So that's a total of 6 is what we got over here for the astronomy. I like that. 6 is a good number. So we're going to have to kind of move this a little bit. I just realized for this turn. So I like the idea of getting my astronomy or my inspiration token back, and I could go 2, 4, 6 and place right there. That doesn't seem terrible. The other options, let's see, that's 2, 4, 6 could go there. The only downside of going here is it's another purple theology Sankore tile. I don't know if I really want that. But I like the idea of being able to get my inspiration token back. So I think I will. So we will go 2, 4, 6. So I'm going to spend 1 gold. I am going to place out a trading post there. I get 2 salt for that. There. I then get my inspiration token back. That will now come into spot number 2. Get that. And that's me.
And promote him.
Oh, and again, it's the easiest thing to forget. Right there. Done.
All
Kyle.
right. I will enroll. I'll
Emily
enroll
says hi.
This law student.
Okay.
And then I will teach mathematics. Something, I've heard it's decent. I've heard it's
whatever.
Red will bump up 1 on the favor track, and then I will pay a
You're looking at a count of 3
Yep.
plus 0, 0.
plus 0, 0. I will pay a math book. We can stick that on the second shelf on the left-hand side. That'd be nice.
Okay.
And I will. I think I will butt in here.
So going on to 2. Qualifies for 3,
Yep.
but goes to 2. So gets another bump on the favor.
2 gold, and then that'll flip.
And then
down.
this flips over.
And as we've been saying, my guy will promote through.
All right, done. Shrey.
And I'll take my 2 gold.
Yep, checking. Huh. Interesting.
Oh, wait. Another thing, while you're thinking, another thing I realized that I didn't explicitly say, but I figure it was implied. When you acquire a class, it stays there forever. So, like, he took that class, but we now have that class available for other students, right? It's not a one and done. So, that class will never, ever change. Cannot move them.
Yep. All right. I will.
Oh, yeah, thanks. That was for
Do I
earlier.
want to?
Yep.
Oh, I can't take that student, so I can't make this bidder. I can't, so I'm going to run my law class. Law class.
Law, yep.
But I can't take that to make it better.
Correct.
And I don't think it matters if I take one of the other ones first. Let's do the class first.
Okay.
All right. So I get a favor.
All right.
I bump up in the favor track rather.
Right. So you're at 3. I assume it's still zeros. Plus
It's
0,
still
plus
zeros,
0.
yeah.
So he's at 3. So again, same thing, anything but that one, and obviously not the one that Sarah took.
So
And you can't see. Look on the screen.
Oh, I see. That's what I could have done. That's fine. All right. So I will give you that. I'll pay a gold. It's always a gold.
It's always a gold
Always a
for the
gold
bottom
bottom.
row.
All right. And then, yeah, that's what I need to do next. All right. Then, what do I want?
And where, not only what tile do you want, but where do you want it? This is in theology, that's in law, that's in astronomy, that's in math.
I would like one of the salt locations,
Okay.
and we'll take. Ooh,
Where-
I don't know. I should look at this. I should think about that. Let's go with the law salt location.
All right. Law salt is here.
Yep.
So he gets a salt bonus token,
And it goes into.
and that goes into law. And he paid his gold already.
I did.
That was action number 1.
And this guy moves up here.
There you go.
We'll deal with him later. And then action number 2. I'm not thrilled with my enroll options.
So math, I'm sorry, law, theology. Okay. Yeah, checks out. Okay.
Good job.
Yeah,
Yep.
thanks.
Yeah. I could do a favor to get a book. I don't feel like that's a great option. Establish a UMS class. I don't want to do that right now. So I think I will enroll a student then. Let's enroll that orange. Yes.
This law student. Gotcha.
Sarah.
All right. So I was thinking about getting another class, but I don't have any books. And I could take one of these to do the book thing here, but I think I'm going to go with the handy dandy, reliable
Books.
Spend salt, get books.
pencil. Get books.
All right, so
So first, I'm going to enroll a student.
I
No.
Oh.
I.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
The better one.
Oh.
Well,
Actually, that might not be better. I'll take that one.
I
Or
I mean
Or
that
that one.
also like it all depends on what it is.
Actually,
My
no, I'm
thinking
gonna-
was because you're taking
yeah,
the
I'm gonna
action.
go there.
Yeah.
Yep. So it gives me more options because I am gonna do that.
Right. Okay.
Okay. All right.
enroll.
So then, I have enrolled a
Okay.
purple student, and then shockingly, I'm going to teach that class.
All right.
All right.
And your base is 3 and no other
Well-
numbers.
Okay. So I've bumped this up one.
Yep. The favorite track. Look on the screen if you can't see. So both of those, the left one, or any of those.
Not that one.
Yeah, that's basically what it comes down to.
Oh, what color book do I want?
Well, depends what color. Well, depends. No, it doesn't. It does.
It
You
does
said you
matter.
wanted to establish a class, right?
I did.
So,
I did.
So that
So,
will
okay.
probably drive.
I'm going to go here.
All right. Trade you.
And that cost you a salt.
1 salt.
Exactly 1 salt.
Important to note also, the students are randomly placed out there. The books are randomly placed out there. The prestige are not. Those are matching the color of the area. But the books are random, and those 8 prestige are random as well.
Most everything. It's interesting.
And the tiles are random.
Yeah, because the tiles that some areas are
Yeah.
more loaded up with
Yeah.
other colors.
Yep. Just how it worked.
Yep.
Thank you.
If I could do that, I would, but I can't. Okay. How do I get gold? I get gold from that.
You have plenty of gold, though.
I have 4 gold. You know what I would like?
6.
I wonder
Because I have an objective card that allows me to do
You want
stuff.
to teach math.
So I have no books also. I have no theology student. I would like a mathematics book.
Need to get to at least
4, and I can't do that because I could take a theology student. Oh, that's how I can. Oh, actually, I could just get a book that way. Yeah. Okay. Pivot. The eternal words of Ross. So I'm going to take this theology student. Yeah, I am. That theology student. So I have a spot available for him. I immediately get to take the favor action. So on the favor track, I can take either. I'm going to go ahead and add a blocker onto my player board, and I'm going to get me a book of any color. So
what color would you like?
it will be a teal, aquamarine. So place that there, and I will place that book. So I enrolled a student. That is action number 1.
teaching.
Is that, hold on, or do I want the astronomy? You get gold. No, you pay gold. That's still only 3. That would be 5. I can't teach that. I can teach a math class at 3. That seems dumb. Or I... No. I hate the idea of not teaching a class on a turn. But I think sometimes you gotta bite the bullet. I need a math class, and that just seems good. Yeah, so the last thing, second action I'm going to do is establish an advanced class. I'm going to go ahead and pay that book that I just acquired, and I will take the second one. Yep, the +2 for the math. Thank you. And that bad boy will go there. That is both my actions. Enrolled a student, and again, even though I said you always want, ABT, always be teaching.
Yep.
But so how many of y'all at home have not played this? I told you it was going to be liquid lava.
Liquid
That's
hot
tea.
fire.
Woo. Hot tea. Good Lord. All right, Kyle.
Yeah.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
No,
Not
no, no.
rushing.
As a free action on top of my turn, you can have Glory to Rome for taking that. I thought I snuck away with it when Sarah didn't take him, but that's all right.
Oh, the booze.
I worked my way.
I
I worked
needed
my
the
way
favor to
through.
run a similar plan.
Right, yeah.
Got it, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fine.
Oh, shoot. I discarded the book, didn't I? You are correct. Thank you,
Wow.
Kevin. You never discard books.
Yeah.
Knowledge is power.
You know what? I hear math is important. Let's go ahead and do something like that. So, as of right now, this moment, astronomy is worth 2, math is worth 4, and theology is worth 1. Law, nothing.
You can use those player aids anymore.
Oh, yeah, I think we're okay at
You
this
can
point.
stick
So.
them on top of the books.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
There you go.
Until we need to get a book.
It's really funny. Like Martin and I have a really
Yeah.
bad habit of pulling from our supply that we don't have.
Yeah.
So I move them all away. There.
Yeah, I will
There you go.
enroll, and then I will immediately run him on astronomy, I think.
All right. So hey, we have our first bonus.
I will bump.
Like, so, well, you bump. Yes.
Yes,
you.
bump, please.
Sorry.
You're
Red.
red.
Yeah,
So his astronomy is 5
yeah.
plus.
5 plus 0 plus 0.
No,
Plus-
I have nothing on astronomy.
Oh shoot. So it throws me.
That's
I
because
keep
these are
thinking.
Yeah, these are random.
Yeah, I know they're randomly placed. It's that up there. So
Well,
it's
technically,
just 5.
we had the choice of how
Yeah,
the
yeah,
bottom
yeah,
four
yeah,
are
right,
Rearrange
arranged.
it,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So I got 5. Wish I had 6, but I don't. 6 would be better.
You haven't played this at 2 yet, have you?
No,
That's
no.
right. Okay.
Let's
We
see.
may have to stream it at 2, Brianna. We might bust out a 2-player of this at some point, as well as the solo, if there's interest. So, I would ask Fabio, but I feel like he's biased. Fabio and I were joined at the hip at the Gathering of Friends. And in fact, Fabio taught the 3 of us.
He did. Yes.
I was not there. I learned secondhand. I'm at a disadvantage. It's not fair. Wow. I will run up to this one.
So-
Go 2, 3 for a total of my 5.
Checks
I'll
out.
do that. I'll spend my gold, get 2 salts. And I'll place my first tent. I also cross this line. So this one would allow me to run any skill tokens.
Go for it.
Yep.
Done.
You know what? This one time, we're going to let you run all 4.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm
All right,
still
done.
doing it. You're going to have to wait for me, though.
No.
That's what I
No,
thought.
to be clear, it's 1 bucket that he gets to
I
run, but that's
enrolled
it.
and then ran.
All right.
Taught,
Sure.
I suppose, and I'm going to use the restroom.
I'm going to take a math student because wow, I need a math student. I'm waiting for one to show up.
Shrey,
There's a board.
glory to Rome.
I would have preferred Kyle not take the math action. The
Oh,
action. But
So that's awesome. So I messed up Kyle. Kyle messed you up. You just messed up Sarah.
Guess
No
where
pressure.
It's coming, Edward. Guess where it's coming.
all right, so math student goes there.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, the library and the math area are really cutthroat. They really are.
3. So I could get that, or I could get that. I'm gonna do this.
Running
It's
some
mostly
law.
the-
Run this in blah.
I was planning to go out into astronomy next.
Right.
And I was balancing my last turn between do I do
Sure.
that
Right.
for the astronomy?
Oh,
Is that going to clock
Sorry, I'm gonna run.
first?
I'm gonna run this law rather.
Okay, that makes sense. All right. So
I get a
hold
book
on.
of my choice.
So the bonus is okay, like you said, book of his choice.
I also
Okay.
get a salt because it runs a skill tile,
There you go. Okay.
which means I'm maxed on salt. I should probably spend some of that.
Theoretically. What color book?
It's an excellent question. I would like. I'm gonna get a blue book shortly, because of that.
Yeah.
So let's take a. Yeah, I'll take a. I'll take one of these.
Math book.
I already have a math book, so I will take the blue book.
Okay.
I think it's good anyway.
All
All right,
right.
so
Now actually running law.
Law.
What is your total?
it's 1 plus 0 plus 3.
So
4.
1 on his board.
Yeah.
So if y'all didn't see that, we finally have somebody doing that. So that's 1, 4, the end. So 4. The only ones up here, you can do either of those,
Yep.
or any of the bottom rows
Yep.
on any of those. So follow your heart.
Salt.
That is a good question. Wow. You want that? Oh, you want this one.
Yes.
I would like. I really want the one that gives me. Oh, I could go there.
Complete sentences.
Yes, it's challenging.
Well,
The
you don't
one that
complete
lets
sentences.
me, or gives me.
Stuff and
Oh, I have no
things.
gold. That clarifies things. So I'm going to be spending salt.
So it's either that one that goes into law or that one that goes into astronomy.
But the thing is, I don't have. I'm maxed on inspiration. Oh, I could spend this for a book. Right. Could I have done that first?
Sure, we'll
Yeah,
let
yeah,
you.
yeah.
So spend that and
Yeah.
get another book.
Give me a purple book. That was the second choice, I think.
Okay,
alright.
that was a bonus action.
All right, and then.
So clearly that
yes,
means
I'll
he's
go there,
going right
yes.
here, spending the salt for that.
Yep, spending a salt.
This will now be placed out there in the Madras.
I will get my inspiration back.
He gets his
and
inspiration
then I get
there.
that bonus tile, which is
The
slidey one.
Yeah, to the left, right.
Yep,
There,
electric slide. And it's
and that
in,
goes
astronomy.
into astronomy.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. That was my first action.
Yep.
He steps up.
Okay.
Next, I will can't do that. I think I might spend a book to get a class.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to get a math class. So I'll spend this.
And where would you
That's
like
an
it?
excellent question.
Grab your class first, and
Yeah.
then.
And
And Sarah, you can actually start your turn if you want.
I will do that one.
Yeah, I'm reevaluating my life after Shrey.
Oh, don't we need to assign due?
Oh yeah, and that's in his hand, so never mind.
is,
Hold.
Put
Apologies.
on one of the bottom two. And
Okay.
I'll just double it up. Yeah,
Which one? No, I'm not going to make this decision.
bottom shelf.
Plastic bottle.
Okay.
Plastic bottle.
Yep.
Bottle all the way.
All right.
Twist
So
up.
here we go. So this is now happening. So this is going to get placed into astronomy in law, waiting for me. So currently, just to be clear, whenever anybody places up here, now note.
The top level specifically.
Sorry, you're right. The top level of any of these. If Shrey had done that, he wouldn't have gotten this because this happens at the end of his turn, but as it is, right there. So that happened. Now we are going to award the books for all these places. So looking at this up there in astronomy, we'll go right to left. So I'm the only one here, so I'm going to go ahead and get the orange book. Then this teal book is not available. It will go into astronomy. And then, go ahead.
That's
Red will get that,
Yoink.
and blue will get that. Done. Okay, now, so that was the interim scoring that isn't scoring, but you get the idea. Sarah, it is your honor, ma'am.
All right. Well, I'm still not happy about that. Okay. I'm going to enroll the law student down here, even though
He's blocked.
Well, he's not
so
blocked, actually, 'cause
you
it-
could go, yeah.
they could go over there. All right. But I'm going to teach the astronomy class.
Okay, so you advance on the favor track.
Nope.
And what is your total?
My total, I don't have anything over here, so my
6.
total is 6, which I think works out to go here, because I can go 2, 4, 6.
Checks out.
And I'm going to pay 1 gold and get 2 salt.
And then this one.
Hold on 1 second. Place your tent out there.
Yes.
I can only move the camera, so apologies.
Okay.
Keep
There
up,
we
keep
go.
up.
Yeah, my bad, my bad, my bad. Go ahead now.
All right.
Cross this one.
Oh, I have a
Skill tile.
Skill
Skill
tile.
tile.
Thank you. So
All right,
like,
so-
I'm-
But this is a beginning level class, so we don't run skill
Ah,
tile.
Yes.
you're right.
I know. I'm sorry. You do get to take a favor
Rules.
action.
You do get to take
Okay.
the actual favor action, though. So your choice. You are white. Any of those, if you want, and
Yes.
I
and,
know
ta-
that
and take a blocker, or
it's free. If you wish to take an advanced class, you do not pay the book.
yep, which is
Okay.
pretty sweet.
Which
But
is
I-
good, but you also don't get to affect the library, right?
Yeah, correct.
Which,
But I,
on the
well,
one
yeah,
hand, but
it's good since I only have one book.
yeah.
But I take a blocker?
You take
Yes.
a blocker, yes.
I take the blocker. Okay. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna take the blocker.
And which of those do you want? Any?
I'm gonna take class for
Okay.
sure.
All right.
Blue,
But I'm-
purple,
Orange.
orange.
Have a good one, Alyssa. Thanks for hanging out.
Orange.
Orange.
Who
What
has the
class?
astronomy token?
No,
in
it's
it?
already-
Oh, that
it
was
already
old.
got handled.
Okay. Oh, painful. Painful. I'm gonna do this one.
Okay. And refill
Put
that, please,
that
Shrey.
here. Okay. And that was still my teaching the astronomy class.
Correct. And that was
Which
your
was my second action.
second
because I
action. All right.
enrolled that dude.
Oh, that's frustrating. Huh. There are very, very few law students left out there, I just realized.
They're all at the end of tracks.
Wow. Who let that happen? Oh, I dislike. Okay. Oh, I do not like that. So I would be. Stop looking at law. I can't run it. Doesn't matter. Stop looking at it.
Can I see the rules interrupt you midstream here?
Yeah.
Thank you. I just want to check one thing.
So I could do any of the other three if I wish to. I don't think I want to get into astronomy again. I can't. But I can do it there. Okay. So I'm leaning towards a math class. The only downside to that is it's a 5 and it's not supported. I would love to be able to do a supported one. Apologies. Let me bath for a moment. That's it. 4, 5 doesn't really matter. I might as well do it. All right. I'll go ahead and do a little theology class teaching, so I'm going to advance there.
Congratulations.
Oh. Oh, that's how I can fix that right there. That'll work. Okay, so theology. Theology is 0 on my board, 4 over here. It will be a mosque coming out. I will go ahead and pay a salt because it's going to be at 4 no matter what. The question is, what color book do I want? And I'm leaning towards a mathematics. So let's not overthink this. Let's just go ahead and bust that out right there. So we're at 4. Good. Take that book. The second, and then he will advance up there. And
Does that fire those?
It would, yeah.
it would.
That's what I thought. Thank you.
problem is there's too many damn, because I was, to be clear, I was thinking about doing exactly that, either that one or this one, but that one, and then taking that one.
Well, you do need a
Yeah.
you do need a friend.
Yes. So for my second action, I think that's what I'm gonna do. This is risky because although I have a way of getting it, but all right. There's a long way of talking. This is my goal, is to get this out. So, place a crown with 5 or higher. So, teach a class at strength of 5, effectively a law class, right? Because it's going to allow me to pay 3 gold to be able to remove a blocker. Because I'm about to acquire 2 blockers, and so I probably should do that. That should be a priority, but I can't do it because I have no access to law students. So here's how I'm going to fix that. I am, as my second action, take a favor. So I'm going to add that onto my board, and then I'm going to take any student that I wish. The student actually could be, the question is it, I can't take a math student. So that would be the one I want to take, but I can't. So I will take the astronomy student. When I take the astronomy student, it's going to fire that. The good news is it's still available for you. I'm not like hate drafting on you. So there, which then allows me to fire that again, and I will. So I will put another scary, terrible blocker out there, and I'm going to do that again. And when I do that, there it is. Finally figured it out. I'm going to take this law student right here. You can take from anywhere. I will take that one. When that happens, these law students will slide over.
You need another favor.
And no, I didn't take that one. I took that one.
Oh, but I think when you uncover it is when it happens.
Do you?
That's what I thought.
There's an edge case. So Fabio, that's a hell of a that's a bonus that I didn't see.
I think if you were to basically take this one and then this moves over, we run the.
So the question is, do I get that even though I took that?
Right, because the old shift.
That's a really good question.
If the student you chose, you didn't choose that one.
Okay.
That's what I understand. We have Fabio.
Yeah.
But
so I don't think I get a third.
Okay, sure.
no, if you had chosen to take that guy,
Then I would
you
get a
would've.
third, right? It doesn't change because I took that
Oh
one.
no, Fabio said yes. You uncover it.
Yeah, you uncover it.
So when it slid down.
Oh, good God! That's a bonus I didn't anticipate. Wow.
He's doing exactly what I was gonna do. So now I don't have to worry about it anymore.
Sorry.
Second turn in a row. I looked up the rule and suddenly you did it. I was trying to be very quiet about it.
No, that wasn't.
And you went, what's going on over there?
That had nothing. This is just the bonus one.
But could you use it to? You could use it to remove one.
Yep.
Of those now,
You know
right?
what? I don't think I want another student right now. I could take a theology, but I think that's exactly what we're gonna do. We'll use that last one to remove one, and that's my turn. Okay, done. Sorry.
That's fine.
He's
It's just so funny.
He's so pissed. I didn't do that because you pointed it out. That was already the plan.
Okay.
Because I pointed out that there were no law students. That's the only way I could make it work.
No, I'll just
I
do
apologize.
other annoying stuff.
Kyle hates me a lot now. I'm sorry.
It's fine. Is that the order in which
I feel like this has been the most Glory to Rome invoking play of this that we've had.
Yes.
Mostly by me.
Well, no, yes, but also it's run around the board. It feels like,
It has.
or around the table. I mean, and I think that's the more you play it, the more you're seeing this stuff. You see the possibilities of what you can do.
Fair.
So, I'm not saying obviously, not saying that. I'm just saying not every game has that, but this definitely does, right?
It does.
Yeah.
Yep.
The second one was planned. The third was a unexpected, unanticipated bonus. So what do y'all think of that? Other than apparently it was a not nice move, but I really wasn't planning on.
Being nice.
I feel bad. If that wasn't my plan, I wouldn't have done it.
Okay, I'm going to spend an inspiration token to.
Okay.
This guy tests out of basic law.
Okay.
He's read the Malian Constitution or whatever. I'm then going to run this theology class.
Okay.
No skill tokens.
No skill tokens,
+2.
but it is supported, and I'm at currently +2, 3, 8.
Wow.
So I can
Ooh,
effectively
supported,
go
so
anywhere except those two.
okay. Well, that gets you top row.
Yeah, that gets me top row, but I'm actually not going to be taking top row. I think I'm going to spend 2 salts.
Oh, right. Top row requires 3 salt.
Oh,
yeah.
fair enough. Okay.
Exactly. I'll be spending that to take this book. Put that in the old library.
And then
I would also
could-
run my mathematics,
Yep.
but I don't have any there either. And then to wrap this up, this guy's going to pop up there. That's action 1, because I bonus action to promote.
Yep.
And then I believe I'm going to... Oh, do I want to just bother with that now?
Yeah, you could just do
Bother it, yeah. I don't know what it is.
Set up the next thing I need to do. Spend this. Take that. It's not bad. Yes. Between going for my next class and...
Like acquiring one?
No,
you mean?
I'm just
Or-
going to enroll. And
Okay.
I'm going to enroll this guy and I want to fire this on purpose.
Okay, all right. So theology is firing. So that,
So that's
We'll
going to
go-
go to the purple area in law,
okay, so that goes there.
as
Okay.
will this book because nobody's there.
Okay,
You get this astronomy book,
thank you.
and then I'm going to take both of these because I came in one over the top of you here. I'll take those. Thank you.
Yeah, so this game can be nasty in that regard. Yeah.
What was the second action?
I enrolled this
That
That's
and
what
that.
I
Yeah,
figured- I
it,
figured you would.
it didn't concern you.
I figured that was going to be what you were going to do. Yeah.
Us,
Okay.
us people of God had some things to
All
do.
right, yes.
And I took the top 2. He took the astrology, and the other one went to the law area. And I think that's it for me. I
Yep.
have no other bonus actions.
All right, so I was just looking up what happens if you need to promote a student after teaching in class and there's no space.
It just
It just
gets
goes away.
discarded out of the game. Like,
also-
so I could have taught that class.
He
even
seeks
so.
advancement.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's a question. Like I'm gonna teach. So I'm gonna spend an inspiration
Okay.
to promote this guy over here.
Okay.
Then I want to run this class. Do I want to move this guy out of the way first?
You can because you have a
can.
second
I have a second
inspiration, right? Yeah.
How do I want? I feel it's dangerous to lose a guy at the second level, so I'm going to spend it, even though it's my second inspiration to do that. So I've not done any actions yet.
Yeah.
So let's teach a law class first.
He says definitively question mark.
Yeah, let's do the law
You're
class
at
first.
7.
Yes.
Right?
Right. Getting to 8 is not possible because
Sorry, go ahead.
I have this guy here, and to get to 8
Yep.
was required removing that. All right, so teaching this class requires a book. I get a book.
You get a book.
Can
What
I
would you
get
like,
a
sir?
orange book? I
You
also
may.
get a salt for my skill token. Thank you.
Okay, and that is law happening. So we established that's 2 plus 5 is 7.
We're going to go to the area that gets me the overflow stuff.
Which one?
Oh, there's 2 of them.
It's 2 of them.
I can't
Get that one.
Yeah.
It's not. It is supported.
Yes.
It's going to cost him a book.
Yes. It'll cost me this orange book.
Okay, so hold on. We'll come back to this.
Yep.
So where would you like the law book to go?
Let's go to the bottom row of the 1 point area. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So now, because he placed up here at the top, he gets all the overflow, which is both of those,
Yep. All right.
and he gets the remove a blocker skill tile, and this will go into astronomy.
Should probably do astronomy one of these days.
I mean, theoretically, you're in good position for that. Okay.
Okay.
That was action number 1, and then he gets bumped up. He finishes his class.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Action 2 is. Oh, so I spent
a book, and 2 inspiration tiles. That's
Yeah,
what,
that's
all
fine.
you've spent.
That's fine. That's
so
fine.
far.
Yep, that's fine. All right, and then I want to. I cannot teach another class. Don't think about that.
Now, go ahead. I was just because I'm just looking at your board, and you have these guys that really desperately want, but you spent your orange book.
Right.
But the thing is, because you can spend any color
it
book,
is any book. It is
if
any
you
book.
want to spend a different color, like instead of that, so that you can spend. Well, it's coming over here in a minute.
So let's say I spent that.
Where do you
instead.
want that?
I put that on this one.
The middle?
Yes.
Right there. Okay. So now you're spending this to take a advanced class,
One of
I
these
assume.
Classes. Interesting.
Well, it can be the lower ones.
It can
remember.
be,
Yeah.
but I don't think I need the +3.
So the graduate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Graduate's pretty nice.
And then, do you want this over here?
In the same location that it was
Okay.
before.
All right. It's bottom shelf law.
Yeah.
So
All right, that was
ambulance
that.
chasers.
I'm going to
okay.
do one more thing, and that's this.
Okay.
Once per round, I'm going to contribute 2 different books to the library to get a theology prestige. So I'm going to contribute 2 different books. It'll be this one and this one.
Oh, that's a very powerful card.
Wow.
It is.
Where
Well, it
would
costs a
you
lot,
like
but
that?
it also
The
influences scoring.
dark blue right there, yes.
And it's gonna get
Yes.
these.
I already gave it to him.
And the
No. Oh,
it's right here. Yeah, here. The purple with the other purple.
Wow. Okay.
Okay.
That was a dramatic turn. That changed a lot of things.
Sure.
1, 2, 3. I did 4 books over there.
Yeah.
That was a lot. Yes.
Are you done?
Done.
Oh,
Yes,
he's
thank
Are
God.
you quite
Are
done?
I'm trying not to be mad at you. Shrey.
Go ahead.
Just because I'm
Get
sitting
it on the
next to
board.
you.
Come
Yeah.
on.
No, it already is. Except that I can do something Shrey couldn't do.
Yes, you can do that. Which
So-
I wanted to do that, but
All right.
Damn it! Glory to Rome, because I was just about to do that.
Yay. All right.
It's now around the table. Everybody has
Okay.
worded.
All right.
Damn it!
I'm gonna spend
inspiration.
this to
Test out. Yeah.
test out of that law. Then I'm gonna teach the law class,
Okay.
and have 8 because I have 1, 2,
6.
6,
Total of 8.
and math says that's 8.
Let me have your crown.
Well,
please.
law says it's 8, but that's okay.
So 8.
Very funny. I'm
I
gonna
assume
go yes.
here. So it has to be supported. It is. It's going to
It
cost
is.
you a book.
It will.
Okay. Where are you putting the book?
Ooh, interesting
That
question.
is a good question. I'm putting the book here.
So
This is spicy.
currently, astronomy is still the one scoring here.
Yes.
Currently.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
I'm aware.
All right. So there's that. Now a bunch more is going to happen. You get this into theology. That goes there. You paid your book. This will now come over into the Madras. So you then can run any one of those buckets. So you can either get a book or 2 bumps on the favor track.
I'm gonna do the book, and I'm gonna take an orange.
Okay.
All right. And then
She gets
you
that.
get those.
Oh, another orange. Maybe I won't take an orange. I'll take a. Yeah. Okay.
And
Fabulous.
that was action
2. She
That was
enrolled.
action 2 because I enrolled a student.
Right.
But-
And now we're going to.
Promote your student.
Oh, thank you.
We've all forgotten it.
Yes.
It's all good. So now
Okay.
this is going to law. Okay. So that will go there. Then we're going to
Award the books.
hand out the books. Nobody here. So this will go to law. This will now go to white, which is where I was. And then blue has 2 to 1. It is not the number. It is the quantity. That the number is only tiebreaker. And blue will get this one as well. So you're done. Do I do law? And it would still only be 6.
Oh. I forgot to do something. I forgot to buy my card.
Top of next turn.
Now that I remove that one, I don't know how desperately important that is. I actually could do that as my second action. I don't know that I want to. If I teach the law, no, I think the fact that it's only a 6. So what ones have not been awarded yet? Just this.
Yeah.
For the books, yeah. It's not really close.
At 6, you get a free promotion anytime I take astronomy. Don't know that I want that. At 5 and a favor. That seems pretty good. I can't get to the 7, which is what I would really like. But getting that seems okay. All right, I'm going to teach a law class.
Just a note, if you're talking about 7, you can't do this because he's not supported.
No,
Okay.
I'm
all right.
only at 5.
Okay.
Or
Yes,
6.
I thought,
Sorry.
Okay.
That will go there. So now doing law. Get my crown at 6. I have no other bonuses. So I'm leaning towards that. So whenever I take law, I get a book.
You get a law book. It's specifically the same. That's what the equal sign means.
Got it. Promotion with law. No. We will go there. That's going to cost me 1 salt. I will get the equal book into law. That will go there. This will go into the Madras, where that's number 7, which then instantly gives me that, which I was whining about that, so I think now as we do this, I will do the favor. The favor will get me 2 gold there. So that goes there. The 2 gold, eventually if I can grab them, there we go. That's 6, which then lets me put that out, which is going to get me 1, and then I can spend an inspiration every turn and be able to get a law prestige. Also, I just did that one because I put it out on a 5 or higher, which says I can pay 3 gold to get rid of a blocker. I will go ahead and do that one right now. So those 3 will then go and removes that. That's it for teaching the class.
Was that your first or second?
That was first.
Okay.
And I think action number 2. I just don't think I need that. 3rd level math might not be terrible. The other option isn't there. Yeah, I think I will go ahead and take I will spend the math book And I will go ahead and get the favor is nice, especially since I can remove that, but I think I will take the... Do I take the graduate? Yeah, give me the graduate one, please. I want to see, but the +3. All right, so that'll go there. The book... Huh. So I'm leaning towards, it's one of those two. It's the top or the because nobody currently has them.
Aqua Prestige.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and be the agent of chaos a little bit there. Done. That's both my actions.
That's Alyssa's role.
Yeah.
I will action while I'll establish an advanced class.
Okay.
Put that on the top shelf on the left side.
Okay.
I will establish the furthest to your right math class, please. Yes, thank you. Stick that one right.
And that's the last one. That there is only one
Yeah,
left.
so
isn't
that's
there?
it. So it doesn't refill,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
And then
all right.
we'll
Run it.
ship this one along. Linear algebra, math
Book.
235.
Get a book of your choice.
Hey, guess what it's going to be? Give me another math book.
Really interesting.
Yep.
Okay. And running math. What do we got?
So I have no skill associated skill tokens. I am at strength 1, 4,
Okay.
which is exactly what I wanted. I'm going to spend a book. Here you go. Take that one. You can put that on the middle shelf on the right to establish myself a piece of the. Ooh.
It's what I wanted, and now he's like, ooh, candy.
No,
What?
it is what I wanted, and it's still fine. I only needed 3 because I'm going to go there,
Mm-hmm.
which I will flip this, get an inspiration token.
Okay.
Those are the here.
And advance your class.
Advance the friend.
Yep.
He can go
The
there.
student of the class.
I will, as a bonus action, have 2 wall pieces in different places, which I'll
Yep.
just
No, you had it. Nope.
get that
Yep,
one in my
there you
area.
And what does it do?
Anytime I would trigger a majority scoring, I get a free bump on the favor track.
Okay.
And it is also an investment
Yep.
further into mathematics.
Okay.
And then I just have this inspiration token. I'm just going to spend it immediately. I'm going to take an astronomy book, please. Which then I will take another bonus action to collect this one, which is have 4 different books in your bookshelf.
Oh.
I have one
okay.
of each. It is an investment into the astronomy department, and once per round, I may spend 3 salt to gain an astronomy token. But
Okay.
more critically, now I can stop hoarding books and I can start spending.
That's why you made. Like,
Yes.
Come on!
That's why
I
needed one thing, and I didn't need my
That's
inspiration. to
yeah,
get
yeah.
free
I
books.
totally get that. By the way, we're at 7 when 12's covered.
Yeah.
Game ends.
It moves fast.
It can.
It does.
Right?
Can I play this card that I should play last time, which is
It's a bonus action. You can do it at the beginning.
Complete a law action that requires a support class,
yeah, that's
which
fine.
I did.
Yeah,
That's I
fine.
meant to do the last time. All right. So I'm going to.
What does it do
Oh,
for
and
you?
it lets me take a student from anywhere in the queue.
Oh, that's cool.
Nice.
This is the one. that
Period.
you
Just
love.
every anytime.
Yeah, when you enroll, when you gain a new student, you can take it from anywhere.
Gross.
Yeah.
Hate that.
And I'm going to use that right now to what is that icon? Oh, that's that icon. That's nice. To take that blue student from over there.
Okay. Which now, because he did that down at the bottom, he gets to place a prestige marker into the madras, which that's number 8. It automatically comes in. It's not flipped. It's the same on both sides, and which means he then gets that.
Yep.
There you go.
Thank you. All right, so I'm going to. Sorry, that was first action. Second actions. I'm going to do math class.
All right. What do you got for
0.
favor bonus first, right? Here.
Yes, thank you. Favorable. 0 plus 3.
Okay.
3.
Oh, that's what I could have done. That's fine. That's fine.
So you're placing it there.
Yes, spending a book. This one. Spending a book. Which book do I? I'm going to get 3 gold out of it. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I never took my gold. I should have 2.
And I'm going to get inspiration out of it also. So flip that, please.
So you're going to this one?
No,
No,
it's a 3.
he's got to be on 3.
Hey.
It's going there.
So the question
He
is,
gets
which
the
book I got to pay a
inspiration.
book? So which book do I want to pay? Do I just keep? Sure.
Chat's awfully quiet today. I'm
Sure.
surprised.
Let's make this middle row and that.
Everyone's hungover.
And that yeah, that's the fun one.
Who would that be?
I don't know, Kyle. Who would
I
it be?
don't know.
That's
Is that my turn? This guy steps up. Ooh, I will step up here. Yeah. That is my turn. Yes.
Sarah?
Okay. Great. First, I am going to pay an orange book. And let's just... we'll go there. And I'm going to get a new class. And that's going to go up there. But then I'm going to teach a math class.
Okay.
Okay.
And you run all of your... You have none.
I have none.
And how many
Yes.
buildings have you placed? So what are you at over there on your board?
1.
Okay.
1 plus 1.
Nope,
Plus
carry on.
Plus 3
3.
is 5.
5.
That is math.
And
That is math.
and assault.
And I get a salt, please. We're out of salt over here.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks.
Yep. So it is supported. So the 5 is open if you want it over on this side. I don't know that you do, but you may. But it's there, or it's there. There isn't a 5 on that side. It will cost you
And
2
there's
books.
no tiebreaker for that one? I definitely...
What do you mean?
In that row?
For which one?
Oh, for this?
Yeah.
No, it's literally it's that and then those. Well, it's this one, that one, and that one for those 2 tiles is what you're asking, I assume.
Yeah, so I'm currently taking this tile. Should it be flipped at the end of the game, I would be taking. But if you go there and then flip
You
it,
would be
you
high.
would be taking.
Oh, right,
yeah.
right. Yep.
Unless somebody else comes in and sneak. If I sneak in up there, then
Yeah.
I would have
You,
2
if
buildings
you,
to
yes.
your
Right.
one.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go here.
All right, so it's going to cost you 2 books,
2 different books.
which is those 2
different-
books.
Those
That's
2
so
books.
sad. Okay.
That's what I was gonna do.
At least it wasn't me. Wasn't me.
Well, it's similar to what I was gonna do.
Okay.
Oh boy.
She isn't directly cribbing my notes. She's just inspiring me.
I wasn't.
See,
either.
I've stopped saying things out loud now when I'm planning.
You know that you know I
Here you go,
wouldn't do
here you go.
that,
My
right?
pocket's empty
Stop,
now.
Stop. You know I wouldn't do that.
Of course not. No. It's all
Oh.
good. All good. All good.
I don't know. I'm gonna keep things interesting here. All right. And it's gonna.
The fight is on in the middle row.
All right.
Okay, it's 3 to
wow.
3.
See,
Astronomy is still leading
Okay.
there. Okay.
I'm gonna go with the influence.
Or the
No.
the
The,
fa-
whatever,
the
what
inspiration.
Inspiration.
That's what I meant.
you got it.
Thank you.
And you
Okay.
also get 1, 2, 3 gold.
We need 2 more gold.
Got you.
Thank you.
Yep.
Okay.
That was action number.
That was number 2. I
Took a class.
kicked off a class.
Gotcha, okay.
Whatever. But this guy's got to move up, and this guy's gonna go there.
Okay.
I think. Yes. Okay. Oh wait. I did this.
Okay.
So I had a math of 5
yes.
or higher. So then anytime I'm placing my second mosque in the same city, it costs only 1 salt.
Okay.
That's a good card.
For what it's worth. That's where, because if you look, that's a +2. That's 3.
See, I'm not looking at what you're doing.
I'm just telling you that's what I was planning on doing.
Unlike some.
I mean, I could still go there. To what end, though? I'm not happy with my current position on things.
Ooh. Special.
So I can't do that. I could do that. I don't think that's terrible. Oh, yes, it is. 7. It's gotta be Sankore, and I can't. Damn it. Oh, you know what? Actually. Oh, that seems good. Okay. It's a lot. Pivot. So, first things first, I'm going to spend my inspiration to, it will be law. So he's just going to skip that and go there. So that was a free action. As an action, it is going to be a law class using a law book.
Oh, you buy one of them.
And yeah, so it's going to be, that would be a 10. That feels like overkill.
Yeah, 9 is as high as it goes.
You know, what did we? You know what? The +1 actually.
+1 with the
I
salt.
would be at 7. I'm already at 8.
9 is all you need.
Eight's what we're doing.
Yeah.
So I don't want either of those. So I guess I will take that one, please. That will go there. This is now going to compete there. And now I'm going to teach a class. It's going to be a law class. So looking at that,
You get an orange book.
I get an orange book for that. I then get to run a favor, and I do wish it was 1 higher, but it's not. I could grab a student. I don't think I need that. The 2 gold, considering I'm going to take... I think I take the book, actually. So I will get a blocker. I will get the last mathematics book.
Oh.
Interesting.
That's
Um,
not nice.
One here, besides the ones to
Yeah.
be given out.
Yeah.
all right, so that was the favor, doing all that. Now we're actually going to run law. So I'm at 1 plus 7 is 8. That is going to go there, which will get me, that is a different book,
It costs you a book also.
right? So that will go there. That will go ahead and be the law book. You know what? In hindsight, because
You did that earlier. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Oh.
there.
Huh.
It is supported, so we're good there. I then get both of those. That's me, right? That's it?
I believe so.
It's there. Oh, one more thing. I can spend 3 gold,
Get rid of blocker.
and I will get rid of a blocker. And... yeah, done. That's me. Go.
I'm going to establish an advanced class. So
Place in a blue book. Where? Oh.
Battle.
no,
Come on, it's fun.
no. I'll place it on the bottom row on the. Oh, I can place it on the right. Actually, middle row on the right.
Do you want astronomy to be strengthened?
I'm thinking.
Because if so, it's either there or there or there.
Right.
I don't necessarily want it to be strengthened. I'm putting it in the middle row on the right.
Okay, so maybe we'll see.
Maybe
okay.
we'll see. I'll
All
give
right.
myself an
Which
option.
class?
The second one in. That
Hold
one
on,
top
hold
of
on
stack.
1 second. Let it get there. All right, there you go.
This one?
Yep, top of stack, please.
Okay,
Thank you. Tuck that baddie right there.
that's action number 1.
Action 2. This guy yearns for knowledge of the stars.
Salt and a
I will
Gold.
run this, get nothing. I'll get a salt and a gold. Thank you. At the top of this action, I will return my camel to Timbuktu before
Okay,
starting.
so you're at 1, 7,
7.
7.
I have more than enough to go 1, 4. I'll just stop there.
Okay. Pay a gold, get some number of salt. I think it's 2.
It is 2.
Okay.
We'll place out another 10 there. And then this guy will pop up to that.
And that's you. Unless
That's
any
me.
bonus action stuff.
No, I have no inspiration, and I'm
Just
not
kinda
scoring either of these
Going
right
through
now.
life, no inspiration. Shrey.
It's only led
4.
me here.
too.
It's
Yeah,
only, it's only led us here.
I know.
4 here would get me where? Over there. And there. Oh, that's not terrible. Yeah, let's do that. All right. So I'm going to run this class. Do I want to take a student first? I don't think it matters. I'm going to run this class.
All right. Run your math. Nothing. No bonuses. Wow. We are lacking in those for
Can I get a
sure.
gold, please? I get assault, which is probably going to go at the end of the round, but
And you're at 1 on your board.
Yep.
That's 4.
yep. And it is this. It is going to the 4 location.
Which one, top or
the
bottom?
top.
Top. Which then this will flip,
I get a couple of gold, which I can hold.
and you can get.
So I can shift a person and get rid of a blocker. So I'll get rid of a blocker,
Okay.
and then I'll shift this math student over to here.
Okay.
Actually, does it? Interesting. And so it's not supported at that point because that happened after.
Right. Correct.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
So that was one action, yeah? Is that all
Yes.
done? That's all
Yep.
done. Now it's all done. Okay.
You took your gold, right? Yeah, you did.
Yes. I have too many resources. I'm going to. I really want to do that.
Yeah, math might not be worth a lot depending on how these books
Yeah.
get placed.
It's interesting.
Uh-huh.
It is interesting because
I
it
don't-
came out strong, but it came out a little too fast.
And it came out very distributed.
Yeah.
So the question is, second action, class? No. I really need to do more stuff with the favorite track. I can get a book. Or I'm not doing that. Yeah, let me
Yeah,
get
this game's playing out totally different than our last, all
It
of
is
our
so
last
different.
plays. Yeah.
So different.
let me enroll a student.
Okay. Follow your heart, sir.
The purple dude down there.
Okay.
Oh wait, I'm only getting one of them. That's fine. That's fine.
All right. So you enrolled the students. So now, somebody.
Now, glory to Rome.
Wow.
Every time.
All right.
Who
So
got swiped on?
sounds like Sarah. So law is out of students. So this will go into the law area
Yep.
there. So now, this one will go into the law area. This one will go to white. This one will go to blue. This one will go to yellow.
Everybody's happy.
Yep, that's fine.
Okay.
I don't want that terrible orange crap.
Right. All right. That's the end of your turn.
That is the end of my turn.
So there are.
Oh, and I have excess salt, so I get rid of one of my salt.
Yes.
All right.
Sarah.
So can we use multiple inspiration in one turn?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, that is. an
Do you feel
important-
inspired now
I
by
feel
that ruling? Yes.
Super inspired.
Okay.
I'm gonna spend an inspiration and take a purple book. Whee!
For what? Right. For the actual. I forgot
that.
you can do that. Yes.
Yes.
Correct. Okay.
Okay. And then I am going to teach an orange class, law class.
Okay.
So that's coming up here.
No bonus tiles, but you can. Yep.
No bonus tiles, but I'm gonna get to promote
It's now supported.
that guy.
Now
So
supported.
now it's supported.
And,
And I have 2.
10.
Plus,
So
I have
follow
10.
your heart.
Yeah.
Anywhere you want.
Well,
Ah, I see.
I was gonna go there, but I think I may as
I think it's a poor choice.
go here.
Costs you the purple book that you just took.
Yep.
I get to.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
get this token.
I so was doing
Assign it
this.
to law.
That was he just fed this to you. Yeah.
That goes to law specifically.
Yep.
Goes to law.
And you get both of those.
Those. Not sad about
Gross.
that. So Shrey, maybe I can take that glory to run back because he kind of helped me out in the end there.
Okay. Pivot.
All right, that was my first turn. Oh. But I kind of bit myself because I was planning to get another inspiration token to be able to take another book to do the other thing I wanted to do. So now I need a backup plan.
I don't feel bad for you since you took mine.
Okay. I think
Okay.
I might have to just exchange a favor and, well, do I take the book or do I? Nope. I'm gonna take that.
Oh, I forgot to finish that up. Okay. You're done?
Now I'm done.
Okay. So it's math or astronomy. I'm currently at 6. I could make it 7, which is really what I kind of would like.
Ooh. That's interesting.
I think the only thing is I don't want that student. So I think we go. I have no inspiration. That's the only downside.
Tragic.
So,
6. I only need 5. So we're actually okay. Okay. We're gonna run a basic astronomy class. Astronomy 101. First things first. That will go
The
there.
stars are up there.
Yes. Look, stars.
Observe.
101.
Nothing there.
101.
Or I don't get to run those anyways. That's a 1 plus 6 is a 7.
You can't do this with a basic.
Yep,
Class.
needs to be supported.
Ah, yeah, basic.
Yeah, basic.
Let's put him back. Put that back. You saw what I was trying to do. Could have just.
Oh, you have no inspiration. Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
I know.
Oh, we need to be supported anyway.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Well, I want 7. I don't want to take that, but I think I have to. So, God, that feels so gross. It feels wasted taking a guy that I don't need.
Gross.
2, 5, 6. Oh, it's got to be supported anyways, and I can't. Okay.
You want to get inspiration and get.
Yeah.
you need
So
you need
let me
another blue
figure out
guy.
how can I get
Yeah.
inspiration. I can't take a law class. I can't take a law class.
There, yeah, I
This-
think that's like pretty
This
much.
is, I think, it.
That's 6,
You would need 8 or 9, so you need at least 2.
7, so I can. But I can't take the student, so no, I can't. Oh my God, this is. Well, I got myself in a
punishing.
bit of a pickle.
Yeah.
Without leaving yourself with 0 inspiration is not
I mean,
ideal.
you can move your blue. You can do a basic astronomy class to get the guy into the next level anyway, because you need him. You need him there eventually.
That is true. So I can't do any of the N cities.
Right.
I have no gold anyways.
Oh,
Come on, Edward. I apologize, y'all. I can't do a law class. Okay. There's no way to get here. Screw it. That will go there. And then I will I can't
It's not
'cause I can't.
supported.
The whole point of So I can't do any of the, and nothing supported. And the only way I can't bump up, I could take a 1. That's not going to happen. I could do that, which at least there, that gets me a book. That gets me out of jail. Fine, I'll just do this regular, not supported. I will teach the math class. That's going to be nothing here. That's going to be at 5.
It's going to be at 6. Plus 2 from the tile, 1 on your board, 3 there.
It is at 6.
Just to be clear.
So if that's the case,
Wait, is it 6?
it is.
1?
It's 1,
1.
2, 3.
No, this is 2
He
and
just pulled that up.
Okay, yeah.
So that will go there. So it's going to get me 2 gold in a minute.
And you have to pay a book.
And to go there, that
Still likes the light blue. Or maybe wants to hurt it.
there. And then here, which will be
Move a blocker or get a blocker?
you're adding a blocker. I have the gold now, so I'm okay there. I don't think I the law student. And that will get me an extra blue. A law student will get me an extra purple. A law student. I'll take the blue. So I will take that as the action. This will go there.
It's in the dish.
There you
yeah.
go. That will go there, which means I get that.
Yep.
Done. That was action
2.
1,
1.
Was it?
I think so.
right? Because I didn't take a second action yet. Because this I got from that. I haven't done. Let's see. Didn't enroll a student.
I thought you
didn't get
did
a
enroll a
No,
He-
I
he-
did
he
16
put it
times.
back.
Yeah.
He put it
I
back.
apologize. I know.
Yeah.
I know.
In the pre-play, we had the little green check.
Yeah.
Now we're in the stage of the game now where it's convoluted enough. We might need it.
Yeah.
I've taken 1 action there. So second action. I don't want another favor.
Those for women getting all the.
Graduate. Can't teach. Do I want to enroll? Wait. Every red would get 2. I don't want that. Somebody else can. I think that's fine, so I'm not gonna. Do I go ahead and graduate the law student? Cost the book. I can't. Oh, that's so bad. Oh. There. I'll graduate that one for this. That will go there. He just goes away. And I'll go there. Done.
Done?
That was miserable. I'm sorry.
At least you're sorry.
Hey, Lars.
Okay, I'm going to establish an advanced class. I'm going to spend a purple book. I'll take the one from the stack.
This one?
Nope, the one from the better stack.
Where do you want the purple?
We will solidify it up with top on the right-hand side. Nope.
On the right-hand side.
Yep.
Oh.
Just there.
Okay. Not going to work on math. Okay.
We'll put that there. Second action, we're going to run it. Supported.
Yep. No
I am
skills, but you get to graduate.
6, 8 total for the action, but before we do that, we do get to graduate.
Gotta have a book.
So,
Not
I
the
do-
astronomy.
I do not need to have a book.
why not?
This is the same as
Oh, you are
I
correct.
don't contribute.
Oh.
I simply graduate.
You are correct. So it can be that. You're right.
Oh.
It could be anyone I want from my board, except for the guy who's currently running
Working, yes.
on.
Actually, let me stress this again. Can't be the astronomy dude.
Like I said, it can't be the astronomy dude.
Because
Oh yeah, well it could be the other astronomy dude, but actually
no,
it can. He's
you
in the
can't.
base.
No, so
it's one of
can't
these
be
two.
astronomy.
Yeah, it can't
Well,
be
it
astronomy.
can be this. He just gets the one. It's-
Okay, you get your facts,
Yeah.
but
I'm just not sure I want to do that. I'm gonna send this man off, so I'll take the 1 orange, please.
okay.
He'll graduate. That up there.
All right, I'll be right back. I need to take care of him.
Yep. Now we'll run the action, running at a strength of 8. Is that what I needed to do? Yes. Class is supported. I'm going to run this one, which will take this guy and put him there. Which, not there, he'll end up there, but just
Yeah.
to show. I'm
Yeah.
taking this action. Sorry, this actually needs to go there.
Yep.
The man will go over there in a second. This is going to hit the board. I'll take a favorite action. I actually didn't even think about what I wanted. It's probably... There's no math books left in the supply. That's okay. Do I need to establish any more advanced classes? Not in particular. I could just take an astronomy book. I could also take another student. I will take a math student from somewhere. Take this one, or I could take this one. This one wouldn't trigger anything, but it would set someone up for a good favor. This would advance the game one step closer to ending. I'm not really competing for this spot, but I do just want a math student. So I think I'm going to take this one. I'm going to roll him right there. Everyone here
Locker.
will fly down. Yeah, thank you. Now, this guy is going to head over here from this action. That is
Yep.
what that does. I'm going to take 1, 2, 3 mathematics prestige symbols. 1, 2, 3 mathematics prestige symbols. And I believe that was all just one action.
Pass.
This guy will go up. Thank you. Do you want to recap on what happened?
Nope.
Great. I didn't really feel like explaining it again.
All good. I'm laughing about my last turn. That's all.
I also have to spend 3 salt for that, which
So
is
you
why
don't
I
cry.
had to
Huh?
for this.
So you don't cry.
No, it's just I hate that because I'm busy producing that it slows the stream down. That's all. I just feel bad.
I could graduate
I need that.
again. I'm on my second action still.
I know.
I've already done the big one.
Yep.
So
I do wish that were closer to
Wait.
me.
no, I have taken 2 actions. I established
Yeah.
this, then
Yes.
I taught it.
All right,
Yes.
Shrey,
Yep.
you're up.
Okay. I will.
Yep, that was correct.
Yeah. Fine. Let's do it.
Teaching astronomy.
Teaching astronomy.
All right.
I get a favor. I'm blue.
Okay.
Okay. This. I
That
have
is-
strength of.
8.
I'm moving 3.
Wow.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna go home and then move 6.
Make you feel better about yourself.
Put them
Pay a
panels
gold.
out.
Big old.
Get 2 salt.
Get 2 salt, which is gonna go away.
Okay.
Okay.
That's action
and
1.
He comes up here.
Pass the check mark.
I'm going to play a bonus card, which is this one. 2.
Thanks, Kevin.
I have 2 trading posts with the same number, so it's a 3 and a 3. So I have that.
Yep.
This is now, if you place the first Mosque in a city, also advance 1 on the favorite track. I guess that could technically happen down there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. I didn't even think about that as an option.
Okay. Action number 2.
Action number 2 is there's multiple things I need to get done.
Don't we all?
I think at most we might each have 1, maybe 2 more turns. Probably 1.
I'm not ready for that, just to be clear, but
I'm not either. That's right. All right, I'm going to spend an inspiration.
God, I did it again. Sorry.
Spending an inspiration to promote this guy up a level.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna graduate him as my second action.
Yep.
With this.
Oh.
And where's that book going? Because this matters.
I know. So like I'm
Sure does.
so now I have 3 light blue, right? Sure, put on the middle level of the 2-pointer.
Here.
That'll
Secure it.
Yeah.
That is secured.
The top one takes
takes away from purple.
Well, it already is in first.
Yeah.
But okay.
Because reminder, there's no second place. It is
Yes.
2 points or 0
That's it.
points.
Okay.
All right.
Wow.
Yep, I'm done.
All right. Wow.
All right. I am going to teach a law class.
Oh, I can't skip an empty class, Fabio says.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah, because there's no class. I guess it makes sense. So put that back.
I will
there.
take
So hold on.
I'll take the inspiration back and
There.
not say I skipped him up.
There.
I'll take the level 2.
So yeah, just
I'll
Oh.
do this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's that.
Yeah.
Okay. Easy
which
enough.
the reason you can't skip an empty class is probably literally this interaction.
Yeah. There you go. That's what you can't do.
That's fine.
Okay.
So 1 less
Yeah.
graduating star.
All right. Oh, thank you.
You're welcome, and you get to
Okay.
remove a blocker.
And I get to remove a blocker. Whee! That's fun.
All right.
Okay. I have
11.
yes, I have
plus
11. However, I'm not going to use that much. I'm going to pay assault. I'm going to go here.
3. Okay. So you pay assault.
Pay assault.
You will get this on mathematics.
Mathematics. Oh, right. That's I keep thinking I was getting a book. I'm getting a
skill token.
skill token.
Is that okay?
Yeah. Maybe I'll just go up to the 8 then.
It
But
will.
it's not supported. Never mind.
Okay.
So it's fine.
Who are you? Me? Right? No, I trust me.
I learned it from watching you.
You're
okay?
fair. Totally valid. Completely valid. That will go. You get a favor. Nope.
No.
You
I
get.
gain 1. Okay.
You can remove.
I'm gonna place, and that's where I'm gonna get my book.
There you go.
And there it is. Okay. Fabulous.
See, you knew.
No.
You knew.
I did. Somehow in the dark recesses of my brain.
Okay.
Okay. Now.
Action number 2.
Here. Okay.
Right.
Action number 2. Now that I have an orange book, I'm
Little
going
graduation
to graduate.
for 4 prestige.
Okay.
There you go. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
There.
And throw the orange book out. Not you know it. Oh,
There it is.
math now is worth less. Thank God. Okay. All right.
I was sweating there when you were placing that math book.
So the next
Sankore.
Yeah,
Sankore.
where is it?
Sankore
Oh, it's
title.
over there.
Well,
There's
not
3,
necessarily.
There's 3 there.
There's 3 here, and then if someone pulls this guy, if someone
Where's
pulls
the-
this guy, because this will place 1.
Yeah.
Well, this is
This is
almost assuredly going to be the last
last
round.
turn.
So this is my last turn.
Yes.
I am so not prepared for this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, this is so bad.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what I have to do, right? Okay, so I can't do anything that's going to teach a class that gets me supported. Just facts. So I think what I need to do is just teach a class then. So if I were to teach the law class, I would get a couple of books. I don't think that's going to help me. So we will teach the math class. So nothing here. This has been such a weird game. I can graduate somebody for free. I mean, since it's for free,
It's for free.
I will take. Yeah, I'll take the law one. I think. Yeah, that's fine. Done. That's that free one. Then law is at 2.
Math. Math is at 2.
Thank you.
Yep.
2, 4. That's 6. Not supported. I understand.
Yep.
Could get me a favor tile. Can't get an inspiration. Can get a book, but it's not gonna matter. I already, you know what? Let's just lock that down, I think. I think that's the right thing. I will go there.
Get 2 gold and one of those. One of those.
Which is nothing. They're all flipped. Right? So I don't get a prestige, do I?
I wonder.
Do you not take a prestige?
So this is like that's one that is it's the same with.
I don't think so. I don't think you get anything, but you can double check that.
Yeah,
I'm not sure. I don't know where to look in here. So yeah, I'll see. If I
So
can
that
find
was the action. Then that will go there. And then finally, for my second action, I will graduate him for 3.
Wow.
And where are you going to put that there?
Oh, ain't that important, ain't it?
Maybe.
Oh, also, before I forget, I'm going to 3. Get rid of that. You get nothing. That's what I thought, Fabio. Thank you.
Yeah. I think they probably would have different art
He
on
said
that.
you should get rid of a favor by taking the 6th.
Yeah, he says you should do this one instead, but you did that to lock down
Oh,
that
I didn't pay
column.
the book.
No.
Oh, so I can't graduate him.
No.
Son of a...
You're currently paying that book for the
You are right.
mathematics.
Yep. To be able to do that, but it gets me those, so... well, that's less exciting then. Then I think... we're getting one of each there. I'm in good shape for that. The question is, do I place it here? Because I am not going to have any purple.
Seems reasonable.
Done. Yep.
Are you sure you're done? I think he's got a good point. If you move it to the 6th, then you get the favor.
You could take a favor. And
You
remove
don't
a
really need to
blocker.
lock that in because right now, well, I guess I could take it from you.
I could also take it from him.
Oh, you know what?
Actually, I couldn't. I don't have a supported action.
You know what? Actually,
Yeah, I can't.
I
There's no
will
way I
do
can
the
teach
6,
it.
so I
Yes.
can do that.
Right.
Yep.
Which will then be that. That's a good point. Which then is going to get me a book. The book will be the... Take a supported action. I had to pay any
Yeah,
book
you had
to go there.
Yeah, but you didn't have the.
And I
yes.
can't... Yeah, you see the dilemma.
I see the problem.
So that makes no sense to do that. I don't see... Because I can't... Because there are no math books.
Yeah, but now you're also controlling another column.
Yeah, but I guarantee that. Whereas those can get taken away.
Yes.
You don't have access to, you do. You could, but you're not going to take a law or a math. You might.
I might. I have an
You know what?
inspiration.
No. I'm going to stick with what I did and just so be it done. Go.
Good check.
Right, Lars? Exactly. You get nothing. Thank you.
All
Sorry.
right. It's a fake system we invented, but it's a good
I know.
dynamic.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, missing the little man I need for that. like an orange guy, and the salt, but that's beside the point. I do have the potential to trigger a scoring, and just let me bump my favor. That card's just investing me more in math.
You can get the orange guy, you know, by doing this.
Yeah, by taking a favor action to put him here. I'm missing the salt anyway. I'm trying to think ahead to try to do that to take some out there, but I'm missing the salt. So no.
I feel like I have planned so poorly in this game, and I'm just not ready for the game to end.
Okay, I will
Thoroughly involved, like engrossed though. So focused.
Yeah.
I feel like I've done nothing in this game. Like I have one there, I have two there, I have one there. Like
I feel like I was ready to plan better this game, but
and it went sideways.
So last time I got a lot luckier with the synergies of everything that kind of came out when it did, and it just flowed nicely.
top row left hand side.
Not so much this time.
Oh, mathematics getting there first.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, it is still just more points. Am I going to graduate that? I'm either graduating guy or doing a class to run it, but
Oh, yeah. But I could get them taken from me, these in that row, Fabio, if somebody went. So I just wanted to lock it up.
Give me that back.
Okay, giving it back.
I gotta think a little harder.
Okay, go ahead. So so here, while you're thinking, I'm not arguing with Fabio,
mind.
but my thought process, it may be flawed, is right now I'm winning all three of those. If I go here, I'm winning those, and I might win this as well. However, if anybody goes there, or actually it would only be there. And I'm still winning those unless somebody went there.
Yeah.
Well, if I went here, I'd get that, but that's it.
Right.
Yes.
Right, but my point is, I'm getting two of those almost assuredly.
Right.
It does make more sense than makes it. No, I'm not changing anything. I'm not getting anything. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. There. Yeah, that's fair. It's not
Always
messing with
listen
it.
to Fabio.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a good point, Fabio. Fine. See,
Okay.
you ready? All right, go. I was just filling time.
I'm running math.
Okay.
Bump me one on the favor.
You are red. Got you.
My
Okay.
math is at 2, 4 is 6.
Okay. It's not supported.
It's there.
Okay. Favor or favor?
It's favor. And 3 gold, but I haven't. I'll take 1 gold. I'll end up discarding it.
Okay.
Anyway.
And what favor, sir?
I'm now up.
Are you
Teaching's irrelevant. Book could be more relevant.
The game hasn't ended. To be clear, like, it's possible it doesn't end.
Ever?
So, no. My point is
Wait.
round. So he's saying it's irrelevant.
No,
It
it's
probably
not
is.
irrelevant for that reason.
That's why, but it probably is. I assume one of y'all is going to end it, but you might not. It's out of our control, is what I'm trying to say.
No, I can bump
Same
that
with all.
guys through. Ah, jeez, man. Actually, I'm gonna bump that one.
Okay.
Take no action. That was
Okay.
flipped. I just
Yeah. You're good. Okay.
I'll take no action on the favor, which will resolve this guy out. I'll put him to the math class because why would I not?
All right. That's action number one.
I do owe a book for that, and that's the last thing I need to decide of which book I want to put out there.
So you have what? You have everything but astronomy.
Yep. No one else has a mathematics book
Currently. And
There's-
likely there's.
The besides that
Yeah.
one to give out,
Yeah.
it's not hyper relevant what I do here. I'll put this book in the top row, actually, where I was originally going to put
All right. Done.
And then, no, that's just for
That's
a
one
section.
action.
And then I will
And then done with that, yeah.
retire. my mathematician at level 1, please.
And where would you like this math book, sir? You can make it irrelevant?
Middle row tied up. Or lock, like, absolutely, yeah. Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
so there you go. Math
Yep.
is definitely worth at least 2.
Yep,
Okay.
it's fine.
Shrey.
So I'm going to end it.
Okay.
Hey.
So I will take that blue guy.
All right. So
Okay.
Gets me
that
a purple prestige also, so
That's
can't.
and that is what triggers it, which means you get that. Okay.
So that's one action.
Yes.
Second action is I don't know what's more points. Is
Okay.
it more points to
Take a
graduate
law.
to get a law, which is not really going to do much in the law area, but it'll let me graduate someone, and I would take the 2, which is
6 points.
6 points, yes. Or I could do stuff over here.
If this is going,
It's unsupported, you'd be losing both of these.
I can support it. I can support
Oh, you could support it.
it.
So you could come in this way and fight,
I could, but it's a 6 only, right? So I'd only be doing a 6,
which would
which
be
is there, which
this
is
one at the top row.
which is I could take this one from you,
Sure.
and this one's already mine.
Yep.
and
I
if you
would-
went here, you would take that one.
You take all of them.
You would take that one, and we would be tied. And I don't know what the tiebreaker is on
I
that.
think his is because it's.
Oh, I don't have 2 different books.
Oh, so
never mind.
Never mind. Could I suggest you do the law class? Welcome to my world.
Law class. Which will
That's
get you what?
Woo!
A law graduation.
Do you know
Oh.
Jose?
I don't.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Jose.
All right. don't feed him. Don't feed him.
that's so frustrating. It's just
Trey, your inspiration could get you a book, but then you couldn't take a supported
Yes.
math action. Sorry. I had to start there.
I laughed because I was just here a couple turns ago.
So gold
that's-
this is 10 points each at the end of the game.
Sure,
Yeah,
for you. For you.
I
Yes.
support that.
it's triple checking.
It's
the-
everybody except him, really.
What?
so then I think I
We all
do
have
I
some-
do this.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hate that.
All right. So running a law.
I get assault, yay. And then I get to
Oh,
graduate
what-
someone.
Yeah. I mean,
The
level 2.
Level 2 law guy.
That is better than getting 1. Yeah.
So I need the law book, please, sir.
He does not need to pay for that graduation.
That is true. You're right. It doesn't go
And it
anywhere.
would be irrelevant.
Yeah,
Anyway.
currently, yeah. All right.
So it's not supported anymore.
So you said it's 2,
It is not supported
It's not
anymore.
supported.
10. So anywhere you want that isn't the top row. And it's worth, no, it's not.
I think this one is supposed to be there. We just had it to the
I,
side.
Yes.
It does. It really does. It literally doesn't matter for this. So just put it in the purple area. Sure. I didn't interact with the purple area at all.
Here?
Yeah, right there.
You know what? Here, a free promote.
Enjoy that. It goes
Goes
on
goes-
purple.
yeah.
And you
Cost me
paid
a
your
s-
salt.
hey, ooh.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, nice.
Done. All right, Sarah, last action of the game.
Okay.
The last actions.
No. Haha. I emptied this column. I placed that.
It's
So does it? Do we
Find out.
Extra end?
we end again.
We
We end
have
the
to
first
get-
time,
Well,
and then
the
we
question
immediately
is-
end again.
Did he just steal my turn?
But well, do I get to? Do I get another? prestige
That's a
against
good
those?
question, right? Because
If you need to place the Sankore tile after the end of the game has been triggered, you may choose to either gain the bonus and discard the token, or to keep the token in front of you with the prestige icon face up, and it'll count as 1 prestige at the end of the game.
well,
So you
this
just
is
take
better.
it.
Yes.
That way it doesn't
It's
fill
the
a
same
spot.
thing. It's the same thing
Yeah.
either way. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Well-
you're correct. Yes. Yes, it is.
Yeah,
better.
it doesn't take a spot.
Yes.
So
Done.
okay,
That is-
Sarah, your honor.
Okay. Well, I'm going to teach a sad math class, but I don't know what I'm going to do for my second action, though. So, I was going to, I don't have any books, so I can't graduate anyone either. This is
You could enroll
no-
someone and fire some scoring here.
Hold
or
on.
here.
Do you? That's probably a sad class too, but okay.
Yeah.
So the only
I don't
thing.
want to fire. No. No, it
It's
doesn't
gonna
work
fire
like
at the end of the
this.
game anyway.
Yeah.
If you want to.
I mean, you could enroll this guy, take a favor, and get a book. you would have to eat another
Yes.
blocker.
Sarah was first player. Yes.
Oh,
Sarah
wait,
was
we're
first
done.
player. Oh, the game's over.
Oh, I totally.
You were first
You're
player.
right,
Because
right.
in the
Yes,
example
you
and
were,
and yeah, no, you're right, Fabio. Sorry. Never mind, you're done.
We've removed the burden of
Yes.
choice.
We did extra in the game.
Shreya did it twice.
Oh, look
I
at
am.
that.
If only. My bad. My bad. All right. So we have to resolve all of these. So this gets resolved. This will go to law. Then here,
books.
I get a blue book. It's moot, but then Sarah gets that blue, red. Red has the higher number. Red will
Well, I
get
also
that.
I have the 5. Yeah.
And this will go to math. Then I will get this. Sarah gets this.
I'll take
This
that.
will go there.
Okay.
Okay. So and this goes there. So that's done. That's done. Here, that will go.
And this one
here.
also goes.
Both to the irrelevant zone.
Kyle.
doesn't work.
I'll take these two.
I get this,
Yep.
and that's it. Okay. Then here, this will go there.
You get
Yellow, white. What's the number on the flags?
It's
Yeah,
a
it's
3. So
We-
blue.
So
I
get this
tipped you
one.
over here, so you
Yeah.
came back and took
Yeah.
me over
Yes.
here.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, I was making sure because
Yeah.
Okay. So now
I
math
figured you
happens.
did that just because we would
Yeah.
trade.
Yeah. All right. So, if it's face up, it stays. So these 3 will not get awarded. Nobody has the ultimate tiebreaker. And give me
Let's-
just 1 second for
Tiebreaker.
in case of a tie, the player with the highest value wall piece, singular piece.
Singular piece, yeah.
All right. So we'll go right to left. So this one,
No.
nobody gets because nothing there, nothing there. That one just goes away. That goes away. So we'll just
take
2
both.
is higher than 1, and there are nothing. This is so sad.
Yes.
That we played terribly. 3 is higher than 2. These go to blue,
Yep.
and these go to blue.
Does
uh,
that?
Oh,
That's this, whichever one was here.
yeah, you're right.
goes
that
to
is
white.
right. Just the number 2 one.
Scroll
Let
back a
me
second.
refresh. Hold on.
Which color was that?
Yep. Bottom of that middle row.
Yep.
We just need to know. Purple.
There, purple. All right, got it. A moment.
So purple goes
There
to
we
white. The other ones go
So
to Shrek.
there you go. So you get that, and those go to Shrey.
And then I'll take this one. I'm the only one on that column.
That one stays, and I take those 4. No, I don't. Yes, I do. 6
do,
is higher than
yes.
5.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. So those are done. Now determine prestige token values. So here's what we're gonna do
Chips again.
on this. Yep.
Yeah, not a bad idea.
So obviously the poker chips are not part of the game, but all these are worth 2. Those are worth 1. So we have purple. I'm sorry, purple got their second. It's 3 for first. So that is going to be 2 points for math.
Yeah.
This one, obviously math has that, so that's going to be worth 2 points. So that's 4 for math. Then down here, orange. Let's do it this way. Orange is going to be worth 2. And math will be worth 4 so far. Then purple is going to be worth 1. Trying to keep this in sight here for everybody. So 1. Blue will be worth 1. And orange will be worth a total of 3. So every orange prestige is worth 3. Every teal prestige is worth 4. And every purple and blue is
And
worth
in the
1.
rules, I think it lists out all the places where these prestige come from, right?
Okay, so on prestige tokens in your prestige storage, meaning those. Then on collected Sankore tiles, those. Then on the 4 sections of your board, which I don't think anybody got.
Nobody got that.
God,
No.
this is embarrassing.
Yeah.
On completed objective cards
Yep.
and on graduation tiles. So now, why don't we do this player by player? Sarah, you started, so we'll start with you. So, All right. Yeah, go and bring your, yep, you got it.
Yep. All right. I have 8 orange.
So that's 24.
So
We
wait,
will use
all
the
right,
train
here.
tiles. I got you.
Okay.
Go ahead. 24. Keep counting.
24. I've got 2 purple, and those are worth 1, so that's 2 points. So
26. Got you.
And then I have got 2 math, so that's 8.
26,
So
34. Okay. So that's
Yeah.
30. That's not a high score.
No.
But I don't think this game in general is going to be high. So there's 34 for her. For me, let's see. Let me bring my graduation tiles down. All right. So we'll start with the low ones. That's purple and blue. So that is 4. 4 for that. Then we'll go with orange. So all of these are accounted for. Orange is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that's at 3, that's 24.
Did you get your prestige off your cards, Sarah? The 3 on the bottom there?
No, I didn't achieve those. I achieved this.
You just achieved that
Yeah,
one?
these
Okay.
are my...
Just making sure.
I was about to before we discovered I did not have another
That we
turn.
did not have
Yes.
a turn. Yes.
So we're
I
at
also
20.
think you gave me a 5 instead of a 10 here.
Oh,
Or-
I just shorted you.
You shorted me a 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then, so that is all the orange done. And the, wait. I missed 2 for the blue. And finally for the teal, that is 1, 2, 3, which is another 12. Let me double check and make sure I got all that right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Just recounting, sorry. So there's 6 for those. Then for orange is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 24. Make it 25. Take one of those back. Done. And then for teal, it is 1, 2, 3, 12.
12, yep.
Okay. 10, 12. So I have 20, 35, 36, 37, 42.
42.
Oh. The answer
Kyle.
to
Right,
life,
I got-
universe.
Hold on. Let me just bring this down since
Oh,
you
yeah,
got
there
that.
you go.
There you go.
I'll take 5 from the littles, 1 for the card, 1, 2, 3, 4 others, so 5 for the singles.
Yep.
For orange, I have 2, so 6. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bigs, which
28.
28.
Wow.
Unfortunately, I don't think. I don't know if it'll be enough again.
28, 33,
39?
39.
39.
39.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait.
Better than my prior score.
Okay.
Shrey.
So I have 5 blues.
Okay.
So that's just 5.
Uh-huh.
All right. Then I have 2 purple, which is 2.
Okay.
All right. Those are the
Yep.
small ones. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 orange.
24. Give me 1 back. It's 25.
And then I have 3 green.
That is 12. A moment. Okay.
All that together is 20, 30, 43.
I had a feeling.
Well done.
All right.
Trey.
So there you go.
Nice, right.
So 43, 42.
39,
39.
34.
34.
All right. Okay.
That feels like a better point
Yeah, that
spread.
was a-
than
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
we-
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. Math is important. So
is
thoughts on the
important.
game.
10, 10.
So Kyle, start with Kyle because you played it
Yeah.
the
I played it
least.
one less time
Yes.
in recent memory.
Right.
I mean, this play was much better than the pre-play.
from a strategy standpoint and understanding
being able
the rules,
to parse how everything runs together, being able to find a more consistent through line to power a more balanced engine.
Yeah.
Well, in our pre-play, all I did was do astronomy, and I got up there and explored it. It yielded me a 0. So my score on the pre-play was quite bad. No, the through line's good. I like the game. I think everything does hang together. It's still a lot.
Yeah.
But it's a lot in its components. Altogether, it's a lot when all the components are together. Each individual component is fine. It's a little, you spend your resources, you fight for an area control thing that gets paid out twice over the course of the game. Ultimately, you're trying to invest in the different, that all makes sense. But to hang it all together, yeah, it's a bit.
It is.
But I did like it.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about y'all?
I quite like it. I think it's again another of my favorites from this year. It's such a simple game. Like at the end, when you get down to it, the actions are not that complicated.
Sure.
Just, figuring out what you should do when is really critical, and that's nice. The interaction with other people is about do I need to do this now? Is someone else going to take that person? A student free up on the line and I'll be able to get that blue worker that I really want.
Yep.
All that really is really really nice. It can lead to a little bit of AP, which that's something to keep in mind, I guess. But I think the management of the scoring. We this is the first time we've played with the 6 side of the library.
The other side as opposed to it's first and second, right?
And I feel like I'll be happy to play both sides again because I kind of want to see how much more competition there might be on both sides.
Yes.
I think we are at the point that we're not experts in this game.
Far from.
And yes. I think that there will be much more interesting decisions as you sort of understand the game more and more. And there were more interesting decisions on the library this time for sure. But because in the early game there was a lot of aqua out there.
Yes.
And I was like, I wasn't that much into it, but then I was like, and then I saw that I could get a good graduate student out of that, and so I decided to lean into that a bit.
Right.
So you can adjust there, and I think that's interesting. I think it's good stuff. Yeah, for sure.
It's interesting how little we did the map this time.
Oh, I feel like I didn't do hardly anything in this entire game. I really feel that way.
Yeah.
And that I think that's a credit to the game in a sense that every game is played out different. Yeah.
So very different. Yeah, because I feel like that was a huge angle. A lot of us were collecting these. What are they called?
The prestige tokens.
Prestige tokens from the map, and then we barely did that this time.
Yeah, we tried to get a foothold out there, and then not worrying about it. But there's all these bonus prestige that we
so
just
much
did.
Stuff we just left sitting there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. And like I said before, I feel like this time the sort of my luck and the synergy didn't come together, but I still felt like there's plenty of stuff to do, and the momentum is constantly shifting with the book market and everything like that. I love this game. So.
I really was after the first play of it, and my interest and enjoyment of the game has only increased.
Yeah. Every time.
Over the course of all 3 of my plays, and I feel like I had a better feel and a better, kind of like what you said, the synergy and just I felt like I was on a roll in my second game.
Yeah.
Partially to it was based on y'all's lack of getting in my way. Mm-hmm. And y'all got in my way more in that it's frustrating, but in an interactive, positive kind of frustrating.
Yes. Yep.
And so this game absolutely makes you react to what your opponents are doing, and I think that's a credit to the game. It also allows you to kind of pigeonhole yourself into inoptimal moves if you have done things that set that up, which is kind of what I did, I felt like, in a couple of turns in this game. And again, that's a positive, I think. just the biggest point, don't neglect this. And I don't know which I enjoy more. I know this is the advanced side, but I feel like there is arguably an equal amount of fight that can happen on the basic side.
I think I preferred the side we just played, the more advanced side.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I felt like there was more times on this side
different.
when there was placements where you're like, there's 6 places for it to go, but it's actually just irrelevant. Whereas the other side, because each row has 2 fights going on.
Totally agree.
Yeah.
None of us got anywhere. Well, I guess a couple of y'all got close to getting prestige points from placing your buildings, but like Kyle and I were nowhere near that.
No.
And it felt unfocused. But again, I think that was due to poor play on my part and not due to anything else. And again, that's a good thing because there's more to explore here, clearly, right?
I think removing more from your player board to get those extra prestige. I don't necessarily think you need to do that. You get it's nice. It's a nice bonus maybe, but I taught a class every single round. I got 8 turns in the game, right? And that was the same number of turns I think we had in our
last play.
It
felt drastically different.
Yeah, and so the thing I think I probably want to do next when I play this game is only play the 3-player because I feel like having that less time between turns and I don't know if it would change the length of the game. It might make it a little bit longer because as fewer things might go out into the madrasa. But you do put on cover tiles onto the onto.
Yes, yeah. There are 2 and 3 player ones of these. That is true. Yes.
But I think the slightly more control that you'll get out of it is really what I'm looking for, right? Like if there's 3 people between my turn,
thing that scales.
I think so. If there's 3 people between my turn and the next turn, then more stuff is going to change, and
that is fair.
And I'm going to have to react more to that.
Interesting.
I'm really like I think this is probably better at 3-player, and I really want to play it more at 3-player.
Yeah, I same. I think so.
Someone in the chat said that like a couple hours ago.
No.
In their opinion, best at 3. I saw that as well. I would agree.
Yeah. It's funny, like in this game, I didn't pay attention to the theology at all. In the last game, I was all theology all the time. Yeah. It's interesting how you can take different approaches in this game.
And I do think that your objective cards do drive you in that to a point.
A little bit, yeah.
At least to get it out because it's free points plus the bonus action, right? On the flip side, anything y'all aren't super keen on? I mean, the theme, I mean, no offense, Fabio, but like at no point did I feel like... Now, I do get the school aspect of it, but the fact that it's set in the 14th century, take it or leave it, like it didn't have any...
I think it is a cool theme. I don't know if the
setting.
The setting is cool as far as a translation of mechanical theme.
Yeah.
No more than a lot of games.
It's old game not about colonization. So
that's true. That's actually a really fair point.
Yeah.
The artwork's great. It pops.
Yes.
It looks good.
Yeah.
The iconography is solid. But can we have a talk, just me and the publishers, for a moment? Like, does it need to be this much space? Like, can't
go big or go home.
We just played Panamax this week or last week, right? I would argue it's an equally as big game, depth-wise, footprint. Just it doesn't have to be such
like
a huge table hog.
50% of this.
Yeah.
60%.
Like, look, I love Ian's artwork and I love the filigree and everything, but could we scale it down a little here, people? The box size is fine. The box size is good. But seriously, like, this is a massive board and it doesn't need to be. Okay. Got off my pulpit on that. Okay. Anything else? Like anything you don't like or are you excited to play it again? I really want to play this.
To play it again.
I want to play this at 2 and 3 for sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
I do think it's, speaking about it's not that a dislike, it's just I think the last thing that I'm still trying to find the path through the rocks on. Right, you get the objective cards, and it's a little bit of guidance, right? I had 2 of them for theology, I think. Said, okay,
right.
I'm going to work on that a little bit. But just doing that doesn't inherently get you points.
It gets you. Well, it
It
does.
no, it gets you
a
in
prestige.
It gets you a prestige. Those don't necessarily always directly translate to points.
Right,
The
it
most
could be
points or
point,
the most
right,
optimal
or,
point.
sure, right, yeah,
Which
that's fair.
I think is part of the strategy of the game. And then this isn't a dislike. It's just trying to find the through line of the most effective way to get through that. Which is, like you said earlier, it's a good kind of frustrating. It's a cool challenge to grapple with, but it's
Yeah.
so not obvious as per the pre-play. That it's so not obvious how to do that. But it's
Yeah,
cool. It's
and
interesting.
and the scoring's opaque, right?
Oh, yeah, it's
like,
opaque.
and it's
Right.
completely player driven,
yeah.
number one,
Yeah.
but it's opaque, which some people are going to bounce off of.
Yeah.
But I like it. I like that there is that player driven chaos that, oh wow, this could be worth 6 points, or it could be worth 2.
Right, and that's absolutely one of the things that I would
I wanna explore.
I would shy away from it typically.
Okay.
In this game, I find
Yeah,
like the dynamics of that
nicely,
library
yeah.
board are it doesn't change. It changes. It can change pretty dramatically, pretty quickly. I put 4 books out there on
Sure.
one turn, but there's still enough control, I think, throughout across the entire table that it doesn't frustrate in a way that some games might for me. I don't know why. I don't know. I might have to think about other examples that have that sort of.
I imagine as
Yeah.
it reduces in player count, the more your control goes up, but also the tug of war, it becomes
It feels more like a take that. than
yeah,
a-
or it feels almost war gamey in
Yeah.
a sense
Yeah.
that it's if I'm directly taking from you, I'm adding to me,
Right.
but it's not linear because you might be heavy in one color and I'm
Right.
taking away from
Yeah.
that and I'm low, so I'm taking away from you, which adds to me by default, but it might not add equally. And I
Right.
like that. I think the scoring mechanism and I like the opaqueness of that. I think it's really fantastic.
The other thing I would love to see, I'd love to like have emerge in a game like this is that shifting alliance type thing where Kyle and I might be really into the blue book, the astronomy books, and getting those out of the library. And so we're sort of going to push that on a couple of shelves, and then maybe you and I or you and Sarah are in other
Right.
books. I think I haven't seen that yet, and I hope that does emerge.
I think that's fair. All right. So there you go. That's Sankore. Thanks everybody for watching. Fabio, thanks for hanging out and spending some time with us. I appreciate that. Yeah, and also I appreciate the knowledge about enroll in British is 1 L. I had no idea.
I did not know.
No, I had no clue. So
Enroll.
drop it. Yeah, enroll. Right.
Enroll.
Yeah, if y'all enjoyed the stream, certainly would appreciate a like, subscribe. About half y'all don't subscribe, so certainly does help the channel. If you're watching this after the fact, leave a comment. I read them all. I promise you. Respond to most. So we'll be back tomorrow with another stream. I'm Edward.
Kyle.
Shrey.
Sarah.
All right. Hope y'all had a good holiday. Take care, y'all. Bye.